The recording and the video for yesterday is already on the Union's YouTube channel. So you can go there and watch the playback to know what you did as a debater for those who debated yesterday. And the same will be done for today's game. Your families and friends can also go on Facebook and watch the game, watch you play. So please invite them. And today as well, please we'll also share it. So you guys please work it out from your end, the Facebook Live, and then anything, let me know. If you need a host, I can turn it over to you. Just let me know. So today we'll be having just 2 games. Unlike yesterday, the 3 games we have, today we have just 2 games. And the 2 teams that will be debating today, first starting with Wuhan, I think it should be Wuhan, Qingdao. And after Wuhan's game would be Beijing game. No, it should be Wuhan and Xuzhou. Let me just confirm that quickly. It will be Wuhan and Xuzhou playing up today, the first game. And for game 2, we will be having Beijing coming up for game 2. Beijing will be going against Qingdao for game 2. So people of Wuhan and the people of Xuzhou, we hope you are all here. And we spoke to your captains. If you know you have not meet up with the agreement on your dues, please do so now. I spoke to the captain of Wuhan, which he already did, but the other 2 players, they needed to do likewise. I don't know if they have. If you guys have done it, please send a screenshot in a debaters group or send it directly to me. And then player who will be indebted and play, that point will be forfeited. So we hope that you guys comply. You have a lot of time to do likewise. Okay. So without much delay, I will call on the judges that will be spearheading this game. And for today's game, we have Judge Omario Yasia as the head judge for this game, and he'll be joined by 2 other judges. And they will also introduce themselves as we go along. So Honorable Yasia and Honorable Nole and Honorable Afonia, if you are available, please let me know so I can turn the platform over to you. Debaters, welcome. Participant, welcome. And to those joining us probably from Facebook and YouTube, welcome. This is day 2, game 2. But Yasia, if you are available, please let me know. I can turn it over to you. Debaters, you already know the drill. The rules have been given. The requirement is there to be a registered member before playing and also pay your first quarter or 30 RMB due. So in the event where you don't do so, that means you are violating the rules. So please do likewise and share the recording, the screenshot, to confirm your payment. Please do so if you have not paid at all. Honorable Jenkins, let me just turn over this to you. Honorable Yasi, are you there? Honorable Head Judge.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, now turning over to the head judge, who's going to take us through our first game of the night between the people of Wuhan and the people of Xuzhou. Best to my recollection, Xuzhou is the defending champ of the last debate, and the people of Wuhan also coming in very, very powerful. So it's going to be a very great game tonight. We'll be watching. I'm sure we're going to have something very, very good. And the topic they're going to be debating on, tonight will be the primary goal of higher education should be career preparation over holistic personal development. One team is saying yes, another team is saying no. Wuhan is saying yes, Xuzhou is saying no. So, Yasia, it's up to you.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity, Honorable Blow, His Excellency. Tonight is going to be a great night. Yesterday was another great night. And we look forward to a very wonderful game today. Before moving forward, I'd like to find out whether my co-judges are here. Are you there? Honorable Ndole? My co-judges, am I being heard?
Yes, we can hear you, Honorable.
Honorable Ndole and Honorable Atolen? Are you there, sir?
Judges, if you're available, please unmute yourself so that we get started.
I don't know if it's just me. Is anyone hearing the co-judges, my co-judges?
No.
So the two co-judges, please, if you're there, please just let us know so we can move forward. Honorable Ndole and Honorable Antolen. Okay. Is that Honorable Ndole?
No, I can't see.
Okay, so while we wait on the two judges to respond, I'd like to say to my debaters, please, I hope you are present and I hope that you are prepared for today's match. And we look forward to a very great time with you. I'm quite sure that you've come to share a lot of information with us. And of course, we expect that today's game be very much informative and educational. So if you're there, you can also let me know. One City, are you there?
Yes, we are. Yes, we're here.
Okay, very powerfully. Okay. My honorable judges, are you here now? Honorable Chris, can you check on the two judges, please? Honorable Chair.
Yes, I'm already doing that, and we're working on it. Sorry for the delay, but we're trying to make them available.
Okay, that would be great. Okay, so I also like to extend my sincere gratitude to the NEC and that of the AGC for this opportunity to serve as head judge for today's game, for the very first game. And on behalf of my judges, we'd like to say we are grateful for this opportunity. And to the audience, I hope you follow, because at the end of the game, you also have your own role to play. I think the president made it clear yesterday's game. And just to resound it, at the end of the game, you have your own input and you have to provide your own grading. So I hope you follow very closely so that your grading can be very fair enough. I look forward to a very wonderful work from everybody else. His Excellency, I saw someone share maybe challenge for one of the judges. If that judge is not available, can we have someone else? Honorable Chairman, can we have someone else to represent?
I'm sorry for the delay. We are working on it, so you got to give us maybe a few minutes because we need to confirm stuff with it. We need to confirm other technical stuff I can see here that you know about.
Okay, that would be great. So, Honorable President, do you have any other thing you have to share with us while we are with the resolution of the technical issues we still have?
Yeah, okay. Thanks for joining. Those that are joining, we are already live on Facebook, as you have been notified. So if you're following us from Facebook and elsewhere, please, this is the LSUIC 2026 Winters Debate. On yesterday, we had 3 games, and today we'll be having 2 games, and that will be between Xuzhou and that of Wuhan. And the second game will be happening between Beijing municipality and that of Qingdao. So for the first game, the topic is the primary goal of higher education should be career preparation over holistic personal development. And the second game between Beijing and Qingdao, the topic is on globalization has done more to preserve than to erase cultural identity. And Beijing is saying no, Qingdao is saying yes. And for the first game on the primary goal of higher education, Wuhan is saying yes, Xuzhou is saying no. And we have seen a lot of good players that have joined the competition this year from almost all of the cities. They are basically new players to the LSUIC debate, but not new probably to debate. Maybe they have debated back home or elsewhere. But Suzhou playing Wuhan is a game that I really want to see because I've heard just the voice of one of the Wuhan's player. I think he's to be the captain or the coach, and it sounds something that interesting or as a debater. But also Suzhou is the defending champion, and I'm sure they'll also want to play and maintain that title. But it's going to be a great game, regardless of technical issues. It's going to be a great game. So at the end of each game, we also open up the pool for you to vote for the team that you think performed exceptionally well, and also the players from each team or each city that you also think perform exceptionally well. So you have to stay to vote for your people, vote for your team, vote for your players at the end of the day. So judges, if you are now back, then we will get started. But basically that's just it. And for the winner of this tournament or this competition, the first winner will walk away with 700 RMB, and the second winner 350. and the tier one is 150. More to that, they will also be recognized and awarded at the union's annual conference this year, where we'll also be um, celebrating the union's 20th anniversary, because we were founded since 2006, and this year makes 20 years. So it's going to be a great time this year conference, and work have already been in progress. So I think you'll be joined with other judges. Please check the chat, Honorable Yasia.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, I'm closely following the chat room, and I think the AEC chair is doing everything he can to resolve this situation, and I hope that we can start very soon.
Yeah, so I think probably we can be hearing from to know if the players are available from both teams, and then so that we don't, after getting judges, we don't also be looking for the debaters.
Okay, my esteemed debaters, are you still here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so while we are settling in from end to time, maybe we can have this that you can yourselves, and then once we have everything set, then we can move forward. So we start with one city.
Yes, yeah, President.
Please introduce yourself and your co-debater.
So my name is Michelle, and I am debating for Team Wuhan. Currently, I am at Wuhan University, and my teammate there will also better introduce himself as well.
Okay.
Yes, by way of introduction, Scholar Marshall Amaka, representing Wuhan City for today's match. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now we move out to Xuzhou. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here. Greetings. I'm Clarence S. Johnson, a student of Chancellor Normal University, and I'm representing Suzhou City. I'm here with my colleague, but he's having some technical issue for which he hasn't joined the meeting yet. So I'm asking that the organizers can please share the link so that he can join. He's having issue.
The
Okay.
meeting link, which link?
Yeah, the link so that he can join the.
Zoom? Okay, let me try to do that. I'll share where to you or to the debaters group. It's already in the debaters group, so you are muted, Clarence. I think
Yeah, so I'm saying if you could share the debaters group, it will be okay.
Oh, let me reshare because I think Mark shared, so let me just reshare.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so today we're going to have a very powerful game between two cities. I'm grateful that the two cities that should be debating today are present. Today, if you're just joining the link or joining this platform, today's topic is the primary goal of higher education should be career preparation over holistic personal development. So today we're going to be hearing from two teams, and one is going to be telling us why should this be considered, and Xuzhou will also be making us to understand why this shouldn't be considered. So today is going to be very important, and I hope that followers from all around the world can also pay keen attention, because this is about education and also information. Honorable Chairman, Are we okay?
Yeah, I think you can go ahead. Josh Tyler
Yes.
is here and Josh Confidence Door is here. So three of you will proceed. So you can go ahead and we'll start again.
Okay, great. Thanks again for the opportunity. And time is fast spent. I'd like to take this opportunity to turn over to my co-judges to kindly introduce themselves. Honorable Doe.
Good evening to everyone. I am Confidence Esdo from Having City. I will be serving as a co-judge for today's game.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Talo.
So, good evening, everyone.
Work with two veterans of this game, Honorable Confidence Doe and Honorable Talo. Honorable Doe, for this game, can you please help us with the timing? Is that
I
okay,
think
sir?
Josh Tyler is in a better position to currently go over the timing.
Okay, Honorable Talo.
I'm in a better position. No, I'm not. I'm not in a better position. I'm sorry. just go ahead and
Okay, so again, today's debate is going to be about the topic. The primary goal of higher education should be career preparation over holistic personal development. We're about to start this game. Once we start, we expect that debaters respect timing, most especially because, like I said, we're far above time currently. So we're about to start. The first debater will be One City, which is for the motion. So, Honorable Confidence, though, can we have the time set, please? Speech from you, and that will go for 5 minutes. After which we will go to the team of Xuzhou, who will also present a constructive speech for another 5 minutes. So once the time is set, we will start the game. I hope you are standing by.
Yes, sir.
Anytime, we will start this game very soon. Tonight is going to be a great night. Tonight, we're going to be hearing exchange of ideas. We are hopeful that we can be duly informed on things that we may not have known, the system and the professional status of our country. Because if professionally we must build Liberia, it starts from several ends, and it starts from our education. Nowadays, you find no challenges from people who graduated from college. So let's see how best we can resolve some of these challenges in the future. So we have great debaters here with us today. The defending champ, Xuzhou, and then we have one also here. We are hopeful that we can get a very good deliberation. Okay, so far we are set to go. Debaters from Wuhan, are you set?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay. Thank you for turning on your camera. So if you are ready, your time starts now.
Okay. Okay, so hello everyone. Like I said, my name is Michelle. All right, please help me a bit. Pause the time.
Kind of pause the time.
Yeah, sorry for that, my computer. Okay, yeah, let's continue. So my name is Michelle and I am for Team Wuhan. We are for the motion that the primary goal of higher education should be career preparation over holistic personal development. Why did we choose this topic? Firstly, let's try to understand what do we mean by higher education. We all know higher education to be an institution designed primarily what to do it, to equip students or individuals with the skills that they need into the job market or the labor market. The job market and the labor market. Let's try to grab that point. So what we are saying here is that we are supporting the motion that primary education should be the primary career development should be the primary focus rather than what holistic personal development. But however, we are also supporting the motion holistic for leadership and learning. You cannot be a leader if you are not a good learner. There's a good leader who is not a good learner. So if your focus is to become a good leader tomorrow, what you should do now, your primary focus should be learning. So that is like a case of holistic personal development and that of career development process. Now, what do we mean by career development? Those specific skills that are needed for you to enrich yourself tomorrow, to be economically stabilized. That is what we consider as career development processes. Things like communication, teamwork, engineering, doctors, those people that you see today, computer science, that is what we call career development process. So if you are telling me that holistic personal development should be the primary focus, then I will ask you, if you have to choose between those two, like holistic personal development and that economic stability, which one will you choose? Bro, I'm sure that you are going to choose one economic stability, because economics, you cannot be economically deprived while you are trying to personally develop yourself. There is no way. Even like for now, the major you are doing at your university, that is why you call career development process. If you try to holistic personal develop yourself, you wouldn't have done the major you are doing at your university. Right now, world leaders that we see people like Xi Jinping, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, those people went through the same process of what we call career development processes. Do you know that Xi Jinping even went to the University of Beijing to do all the majors before becoming the leader that we see today? People like Elon Musk, they went through all those processes before becoming individualizing themselves. Those are things that we have to. Labor market. What do we also mean by the labor market? In most developed countries today, the countries that are mostly developed, they what depends on the labor market. People like Dr. Ben Carson, Nikola Tesla, all those people went through the same process of career development. It is a system. The GDP of a country depends on the workforce, and the workforce falls on what we call the primary development of the the career development of a country. So after I was sending you a website that tries to tell you about exactly what we mean by those things, the career development processes. Productivity and growth, skill labor, technology, innovation system, driven by human capital, institution, government politics, all the same government processes. That is the GDP of a country. All the same processes. Let's take, for example, we all come from a nation like Liberia, where in many times hospitals, institutions are understaffed. There is no institution. So if you are saying now that we should prioritize holistic personal development over career development processes, then I will ask you, what is the workforce? What is the work of the society? What is the work of your family? There's no way that you would do that. Try to holistically personalize yourself while you're economically deprived. There's no way. And if you are saying that we should prioritize holistic personal development, then I will ask you again. The next generation to come, we will be the next doctors to come and to be trained in those systems. You cannot be holistically personalized while you're economically deprived. There's no way that you will also have institutional system run. Those systems that we see today, the economic systems, all those things depend on the career development process. There's no way that you will try to deprive yourself of career development process and then try to say that, oh, I want to become holistically personalized. You have to firstly economize yourself before saying that you want to be holistically personalized. After balancing yourself, we're going for the next term. Now, let's look at things that the career development process prioritize. Things like economic return. University or higher education is an investment. Investment should be paid off. What do we mean by that? After going to school for 4 to 5 years, 10 to 15 years, what do you need to be employed to get your money back? You also need workforce alignment, social mobility, livelihood, infrastructure development. All those things depends on what the career development process is. Once your career is equipped, once you are fully balanced, that's when you try to holistically personalize yourself. All those world leaders that we see today, they went through the same processes before personally developing themselves. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for respecting our time. I really appreciate that. Okay, with that, wasting any time, we move on to the first speaker on Xuzhou City. Xuzhou City, are you ready? Xuzhou
Yes,
City?
sir. Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. So if you are ready, we are also.
Okay.
You can.
So, for the sake of acquaintance again, I'm Clarence S. Johnson. You know, our Honorable Judge, Ernesto Che Guevara says the greatest act of the revolutionary is love. And so on the 14th day today, permit me the latitude firstly to extend a warm and fraternal Valentine's greetings to every one of you here, most especially our beautiful sisters along the corridors of LSUIC. Permit me also to recognize the president of our union, the vice president, all members of the NEC who are present and those in absentia. Now, we go straight to the definition of higher education offered by UNESCO. So according to UNESCO, higher education emphasizes critical thinking, research skills, preparing individuals for careers and contributing to societal advancement. Okay, with this definition, let me quickly state the proposition before us tonight. The proposition states higher education should prioritize career preparation over holistic personal development.
Very sorry to interrupt. Head Josh, I'm trying to get to you. Please turn on your camera.
My camera is on. You know me?
Every debater should turn on their camera. So the person
It's a
speaking,
debater,
please
yeah,
turn
it's a
on your
debater, not
camera,
you. Not
please.
you, Sir John.
And we can restart. I'm so sorry about the interruption. I'm so sorry. Please turn on your camera.
Okay, so let me resound. All debaters, please keep your cameras on at all times. And also my co-judges, it's important that we have our cameras on. But actually my camera was on, Honorable AC Chair. So sorry, Peter, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can continue.
Okay. So the proposition before us is asking us to prioritize one over the other, and we oppose this fundamentally. Let's look at the fallacy of the career factory model that our opponents have emphasized on here tonight. My opponents argue that a degree values a job. This is a short-sighted perception, and permit me to disabuse you of that notion because that's lazy intellectualism. A 2021 global study of 17,687 students across 18 countries found that holistic development ranks at 80% as a factor for student success. The World Economic Forum's Future, and we are going to share the link subsequently as we go on. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2020 confirms employers see critical thinking, resilience, and adaptability, precisely the outcome of holistic personal development. As an international economics student of Jiangsu here, a career-focused curriculum will teach me how to calculate tariff. A holistic education forces me to ask, why trade wars begin? Why they affect Liberia? The first prepares me for a job, yes. The second prepares me to adapt to the economy of 2030, 2040, and even beyond. Honorable judges, we live in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. Prioritizing holistic personal development should be the fundamental basis. In fact, it should be the prima facie, because things will change. The economy is not static. Some of these careers, like a cashier, a teller, these positions are becoming obsolete. But the 2025 NELGA report reviews that while Liberia's universities are producing qualified graduates, many face challenges in securing relevant employment. The 2013 Tracer study also confirms this persistent gap between university training and labor market needs. Does Liberia need more clerks who follow orders, or does it need entrepreneurs who create jobs? Does it need technicians who operate machines built by others? Or does it need policymakers who can critically analyze trade agreements with China? Liberia needs thinkers and liberators, people with the wisdom to transform our economy, not just to fit into it. We have not come to China to accumulate knowledge to go back and become tools of the Liberian market. We have come here to accumulate knowledge to go back and master the market. And this was described by Paulo Ferrari in the book he wrote called The Pedagogy of the Oppressed, where he described the two models of education. One he calls the banking model, and the other he calls the dialogical model, meaning we should critique. We have not come here so that teachers can deposit into us the knowledge and return whom as a Chinese trained accountant, a Chinese trained engineer. No, we have come here to develop some critical skills, and those skills must not be seen, as a product of career development. So education, higher education, should not be limited to some kind of static, unguaranteed career. Carter G. Woodson wrote in 1933 that the mere imparting of information is not education. Above all things, the effort must result in making a man think and do for himself. The miseducated person becomes a hopeless liability of the race because they imitate instead of innovate. It is on this basis that we resist the proposition and claim that higher education should focus on the holistic personal development of the individual rather than preparing them.
Okay, thank you.
For an unguaranteed job. Thank you.
It's not in our favor. Thank you. Okay, we also saw we had some technical, issues for deliberation. So, look, going forward, please respect the time to all debaters. Okay, so thanks for the constructive speeches from the both teams. Currently, we have to go straight to the crossfire. Both teams, are we set?
Yes, we are.
Okay, for this section, we go for 6 minutes for both teams. Every person who's asking a question, you have 30 seconds to ask your question, and person who's answering, the debater who's answering, you have also 30 seconds to reply. Let's respect the time, all debaters. So we go with Juan first. Juan, are you set to ask your question?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so my opponent made some points like going to the university, having questions like developing a process where I'm taking mathematics or other courses and saying that just developing a worker, not a critical thinker. I try to say that is not good. That is not trying to say good, but it is not meaningful. It is not a meaningful statement. Now I have a question for you. How does holistic personal development directly help graduates secure jobs in competitive labor market? Because our today labor market is competitive driven and personally driven.
Thank you. Please stop the time. Can you please reverse the time to 5:30? 5 minutes 30. 5 minutes 30 seconds. Xuzhou. Xuzhou, are you said?
Sir, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So with respect to the question that he asked, it just reminds me of the fact that, one of the most archaic ideology is that to be able to survive and obtain economic stability, one must go to school and earn a degree. It is the most retrogressive idea I have ever come across since the beginning of the new year. Let me bring into view the case of the American streamer Ashok Speed, Darren Watkins Jr. Ashok Speed's survivability and the
Time is up.
brothers who claim to be degree holders, and some of the brothers who claim to be degree holders,
Thank you.
and those of them who think that they have gone to university.
Thank you. Your time is up.
Are you speaking to me, Honorable Judge?
Yes, sir. You have 30 seconds to answer.
Yeah, why are you saying? Oh, 30 seconds. Oh.
30 seconds to answer. So it's done.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. But you didn't echo that. I don't know. I didn't.
I'm sorry. I hope we all just go by the time because we in our paper, so we have to correctly. So
you are coming broken, sir. Could you please restate that?
Please recognize me, Josh.
Yes.
Okay, so there was a rules given during the game, which is you are given 30 seconds to speak. And I'm sure my opponent is well aware of that. So once the 30 seconds reach, I'm sure you should have stopped the time rather than giving enough time to speak. Thank you.
I do understand. I think I called the debater to stop. Maybe you were listening. I did. So we hope that everyone respect the time. If you give 30 seconds to answer the question within 30 seconds, because any time. So Xuzhou, your time to. Who was just sorry?
Can I go ahead with my question, sir?
Okay, Xuzhou. It's now your turn to ask.
Okay. So the situation in our country, Liberia, where college graduates are still complaining on having access to job, being accepted in the job market, despite the fact that they receive training at the level of university, for example, to become a well-dressed accountant or prepared accountant. This is a field approach. So how can you justify that using the same field approach will produce different results? By prioritizing career preparation over holistic personal development will generate different results or a positive result.
Thank you.
Is my time ready?
Hold on. Juan, are you ready to answer the question?
Yes, I'm 100% prepared to answer the question.
Okay, 30 seconds. Please make use of your 30 seconds. Go.
Okay, so that's a good question, but I think the question should be: does those degrees that universities are offering, are they really? What is the impact of those degrees that they're offering? What is the market value of those degrees, and how is it contributing to the economy? Some of those people that you are talking about, they take degrees that are not good today to our economy. Those the government also have a process of manufacturing jobs, but the thing is, we should look at the market value of those degrees. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Great. So, Juan. Juan, are you set? Hello?
I am prepared. I'm prepared.
Yeah, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, I have a question for you, opponent. Can you point to clear mechanism by which holistic development translates into employability? And give me clear examples, please.
Could you please come again, sir?
Try to give me or point to clear mechanism by which holistic development translates into employability. Did you get the question?
So, yeah. It's clear. It's clear.
Okay. Can you answer now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a case of a man called France Oman Fanon. Many might not know France Fanon. He's the author of the book called Wretched
I'm
of the
sorry.
Earth
You're
and the
coming
White
in.
Scheme, working with the French colonialists in France.
Oh,
Am I being heard?
no, I'm sorry. And the audience is listening. My judges and get you clearly. So, can you just reiterate?
Am I being heard now?
Okay, you are clear. You can now go on.
So I'm saying the author of the book Wretched of the Earth and white-skinned black mass known as France Oman Fanon was trained as a psychiatrist who was working with the French colonialists in France. On the basis of critical consciousness that he developed under a man called Aimé Césaire, he rejected that particular job and joined the liberation struggle in Algeria and wrote numerous books that was being used in the liberation struggle in Africa and even in the global north. That is an example. Nkrumah studied theology, but moved back to Ghana to liberate the then Gold Coast. Today, Ghana is an independent state. So one cannot limit higher education.
Thank you.
Can I come in, George?
To mere career preparation.
Hello.
Hello, George.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say, though I respect your time frequency, but I think somehow you allowed the speaker to speak more than the time given.
I called the speaker off. Probably.
Yeah, it was before the time.
I think I called the speaker off before. However, please let's focus. Honorable Doe, if you please, when I call this, please just stop the time and that speaker is saying at the end of the day, not going to consider. Please ensure that just stop the time. Also see that time is up. Honorable Doe, are you with us? Honorable Doe.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Going forward, once the time, I expect whoever speaks, because whatever you say after is highlighted. We thank you. So we go for the Xuzhou. Xuzhou, you can now ask.
Okay. So my opponents have been jittering, and at the end of their voice, they argue that higher education should be positioned on the preparation for a career. Now, Liberia scores poorly on a scale from 0 to 100 on the corruption perception index. How can pursuing or can higher education, which is conditioned to develop an individual career, change this narrative or improve our score from 29 up to at least 70 or 80?
Okay, thank you. Juan, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said before, that's a very good question. Those things are because the job market, sometimes those measures that are being provided by those universities are not the real job market value that we need. And sometimes because those people that went to the university never fully learn exactly what they needed to learn. And another reason is because the government doesn't provide those criteria, those job markets that after university, after graduation, they need to go into. Those are some of the reasons that we have to consider. Not just focusing on the career preparation processes. The career preparation process is a very good process, but those that are there, they are the reason why. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. So thank you for this wonderful crossfire for the first speakers. And we will not waste any time. We go strictly to the second speaker. The second speakers. If you are set, we're going to start with. Are you saying something, sir?
No.
Okay. So go strictly to the second speakers for both teams. We're going to start with Wuhan. Wuhan is going to be providing us her rebuttal speech. So Wuhan, if you are set, you have 5 minutes. Make sure right after the 5 minutes, please stop talking. Okay?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me and can you see me?
Yes, you are well seen and you are well heard. So if you are set, we are also set. Let's go.
Okay, my time starts. Thank you very much. All protocol observed. Uh, Once again, I'm Scholar Makai from Wuhan, and I'm here to rebut the topic um, of my opponents, the idea of my opponents that holistic personal development should be prioritized or as a primary goal over higher education. Now, the argument is not that holistic development is unimportant. The winning position is career preparation of higher education has a unique comparative advantage that in preparing students for specialized professional roles. Other institutions can support personal growth, yes. Only university can deliver advanced career preparation as skill. So now, my humble judges, let's take into consideration some of these vital points. Higher education must prepare you for work. If you leave school and can't get a job, what is the point? Theory without practice keep graduates unemployed. So these things should be taken into consideration. Now, another point here, I heard my opponent mentioning something about Liberia, like the sectors where we need thinkers and people to make critical decisions and other things. Liberia is hosting a job fairs because skills and career preparation are what allow youth to get higher. That's proof even here is matter more than personal development alone. Another point, if we want students to be successful, majorities, they must know what careers they are training for, not wander immediately in university. So another thing here is that I will address the issue about liberal youth unemployed and everything. If higher education doesn't prepare you for work, the jobs simply aren't there. The society suffers, my judges. So these things, my audience, my opponents, we all should take these things into consideration. Work experience isn't optional. It directly leads to unemployment. That proves career preparation matters. So some of these things, like even if you are mentioning your worldwide sources and everything, I come to justify the point that you are very wrong. So the idea of internship, take this into consideration. Internship are fluff. They make you more valuable, unemployed, and earn you more money. That's skill preparation working, and they all comes from career preparation. You see, so another point here, the pro career preparation is not a guess. They are real models that work worldwide. So now, career preparation is not selfish. You see, so it fixes social issues by giving young people real opportunities. So these things should be taken into consideration because these are places that life matters. You see, so now a dream without the skills to support is just an unpaid habit. You don't consider that as a dream, my judges. So another point here is that if the system isn't preparing students for real work, where we shouldn't defend it, we should fix it by prioritizing career preparation. So I will leave you at this point, my judges. Now we have some points here from my opponents that they mentioned about maybe if you are leaving from here and you are going back home and all of these things. Let me highlight this point for you, my opponents. In Liberia, families send one child to university hoping that a child live a whole household. Career preparation isn't optional, it's responsibility. Another thing, for many international students in China, education is a national investment. We carry the hopes of communities, not personal experiments. You see, so when a student studies abroad, the expectation back home is simple: come back skilled, come back employed, come back capable of rebuilding society, not just making an impact like critical thinking and all of these things. So another thing here is that in developing economics, degrees without job doesn't inspire, they create frustration, my judges. And I guess even my opponents, the audience listening, and my judges, none of us want to be frustrated in this manner. Holistic growth is a privilege, yes, But career preparation is necessity. So you don't prioritize privilege over necessity. There are things that are necessary that should be taken into consideration. You see, so now, if another point I have here again, we got to talk about this. Employment is not a greed, it's stability. Stability allows everything else. Art, culture, reflection. A whole person who can earn a living is structurally trapped. Education must first be a secure survival before enrichment. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you. Thank you for respecting our time. Thank you so much. Wow. Let's go straight to Xuzhou for her rebuttal statement or speech. Xuzhou, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you are ready, then you can start.
Okay, thank you. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from the intellectually charged city of Xuzhou in the stories of honesty, where we present facts to at least adhere our argument on the basis of the proposition today. As here, my opponent keep emphasizing and reducing education into a business transaction. Then I wonder if we are discussing tip me or mobile money transaction. But however, let me be able to erase some of these few points that the first speaker of my opposition side raised. My respectful opponent keep emphasizing on job as a language tool for supporting the motion. I want to make this very clear. If university become nothing more than career preparation, that means we are educating people simply based on the idea of producing workers, not on the basis of being a critical thinker as a citizen. Secondly, my opponent also argued that the main goal of higher education should be preparing students for jobs. Then I wonder, how did we come to this junction? Because on the global statistics, we found out that in our world today, jobs change constantly. Today, in demand, skills can become irrelevant in 5 years. Technology changes, industrial collapse, new career appears, people switch multiple times between jobs. So what should they prepare someone for the future? Not just one single career preparation. It is on the basis that my first speaker emphasized, the basis of ability to adapt on holistic personal education. What are holistic personal education? Few things that my first speaker talked about: critical thinking, communication, leadership, emotional intelligence, problem solving, ethical value. I just want my opponent to also go forward to the 2017 Harvard Business Review article stated that competencies are more important than credentials. You hear today on this platform talking about career preparation. I wonder if you have read that. Today, many leading tech companies in the world, Apple, Google, IBM, Nordstrom, and Costco, they have decided to drop the issue of degree requirement for hiring personnel based on certain position of job. And I also want to emphasize, secondly, the McKinsey analysis of organization hiring found that 78% of hiring performing employees demonstrated 3 capabilities consistently: project execution, clear communication, intuitive problem solving. They are all tools of holistic personal development. Thirdly, November 2023 survey of 800 US employers conducted by Intelligence.com, a reputable institution, stated that nearly half of companies plan to eliminate bachelor degree requirement. The same thing that my opponent is trying to talk about, that we should prioritize career preparation. Key findings: 1, 45% of companies dropped the issue of bachelor degree requirement. 55% of companies in 2023 dropped immediately the issue of bachelor degree requirement. 70% say eliminating bachelor degree requirement to create a diverse workforce. The next thing again, 4 to 5 employers value experience over education when evaluating candidates on a job. So today my opponent is still arguing on the basis of career preparation, and most of all my opponents have argued on. If you listen to the report, they are arguing on the basis that because career preparation can earn good salaries. So are we discussing on the basis where people will go on a position and they cannot be able to perform? And I want to give you this particular report very quickly. This report says, and I quote, in 2023, Laszlo Boskol, then Google's senior vice president of people operation. He said GPA are worthless, test score are worthless. In 2018, Google decided to drop degree requirement on the basis that they want people on the basis that they want people on skills and also experience. We also move forward in 2022. Republican Governor Larry Hogan and also Colorado Democratic Governor Jared Polis directed state agencies to consider skills and experience to substitute education degree. That is on the basis of holistic personal development. My opponent keep emphasizing, and I just want my opponent to listen to this very keenly. If university focus only on career preparation, we risk producing people who do tasks but do not perform and cannot think beyond the paycheck. And I also want my opponent to understand that the opposition treat career preparation of education like a factory, like you import students and you output workers. This is on the basis of GIGO. It's almost like computer science students say garbage in, garbage out. There is no result. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for ending on point. Today, the game is fire for fire from all ends. Honorable debaters, please, I see you stating a lot of information, and I think our audience are learning. They are learning so much from you, and I hope that out of these sites you are citing, can you just drop it on the platform so that our audience can also access these information you are giving. And also our judges are also looking forward to getting the right information you are sharing. And please make sure that the information you are sharing can be cited and the sources can be found. Thank you. So we move strictly to the crossfire. This is the second crossfire of this match. If you're just joining the platform, today's topic is the primary goal of higher education should be career preparation over holistic personal development. And one city is going for, and Xuzhou is going against. So, hope you're following. And if our debaters are ready, we can go straight to the crossfire. Again, for this crossfire, we're going for 6 minutes. And every speaker has 30 seconds to speak, ask the question, and 30 seconds to answer the question for the next team. So please, let's respect the time. And we've adjusted some things, and I hope that this time we can go fairly. Thank you. One.
Yes, sir.
We go for your first question. If you're set, we are set. You
Yes,
can
sir.
go ahead.
Yes, sir. So the idea of considering my opponents only prioritizing holistic personal development and not career preparation. And we have come to say career preparation and holistic personal development, they are both important, but career should be the primary. And my opponents are providing sources that holistic personal development is the only way, the only option. We are saying no. So why should taxpayer fund degrees that don't produce workforce value?
Thank you. Xuzhou, you said.
Hello?
Xuzhou, did you get the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can go right ahead and start.
Thank you. So to answer your question, very simple. The first thing is that even in the United States of America, taxpayers are even funding degrees, but yet it's still degrees holder or recent graduates are yet to produce on a job. I just gave you the website and I sent a link to the chat room. Intelligent.com, a rich, reputable institution in the United States, said that 75% of companies reported that recent graduate hires in 2024 are very unsatisfactory, which raises concern on skills and preparation. They are not prepared, my dear brother. That is a simple understanding.
Time. Please respect the time.
Yeah.
Please respect the time. Okay? Thank you. Xuzhou, are you ready to ask the question?
Honorable Judge, can I make a quick recommendation if they need be, very shortly, just few seconds.
15 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, to your office. Yeah, just few seconds. Just few seconds. You know, of recent, because some of us, the internet might be having a little problem, so we cannot see that the time has elapsed. Even if we are looking on the screen, it can always be like we are in front of time. So I'm just appealing to you, if you have the alarm tune on your device, if it can ring, then it will be okay for some of us, just in case if you have it.
Okay. It's well considered, and the team is working on it. Okay. But however, we will also sign out or just interrupt you if you are going above the time until that can be settled. Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead and ask your question.
So my question is basically on the recent survey by Intelligent.com, 966 U.S. hiring manager that was published on April the 7th, 2025. It says that 65% of businesses have failed. Businesses have fired recent graduates on the basis that they are unprepared and they don't have a retention skill. And then my question, ready, what happens if a career-ready graduate face dilemma at work on the basis of developed value and ethical?
Time. Thank you.
Thank you, my George. I'm here to answer.
Thank you. I'm glad that you heard the question.
Yes. Even though the question wasn't completed, but I would take the half portion of the question into consideration and provide clarity to that. So, my opponents.
Thank you.
Even though your question wasn't completed, but I will address this clearly. The simple answer to your question is that university graduates usually do internships. They do other workforce and other skills they learn in the university. So it's not 100% possible that university graduates are incapable or unstable of providing ethical work skill in the society. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for respecting the time. It's a one, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So one, you can now go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, to my opponent, considering the fact that universities graduates do internship, they learn skills and other work practices that enable them to apply importance to the society after graduation. If personal growth is primary, why do employers require credentials? Thank you.
Thank you. Xuzhou.
Yes, sir.
You can go ahead and answer the question, sir.
So like my opponent just openly told us that that career preparation graduates are honestly trying to prioritize the issue of holistic personal development, because if you say they are working and they are able to come out, in the meantime, they are going on an internship and all of these things, they are on the basis of critical thinking, leadership, and emotional intelligence, problem solving. These are holistic personal development tools. That is why we are asking you to support us on this particular matter.
Thank you. Thank you, Xuzhou. You can now go ahead and ask your last question.
So thank you very much. So my question is that if university prioritize career over personal development, how do you address mental health issue, identity, maturity issues among students?
You done?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm here to answer.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So to clear your point, my opponent, the idea of career preparation is not limited. So I don't want you to limit the narrative that career preparation is limited. Career preparation have a skill. So if a person is in a university and they are studying medicine or they are doing medical courses and things. They exercise or skill, they practice or skill, they do internship and learn these things that they are able to apply in the society while seeking higher education. So that's the narrative. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is how we come to a conclusion of this session. Thanks for the crossfire. And we now prepare to go to the summary speech, which will be delivered by the first speaker from each team. I hope that you are ready. Before we go to the summary speech, we'd like to take a minute break. Maybe the president can say something during this minute break. Honorable President, any observation? Anything else you'd like us to know? Is there something you want to say, Honorable Chairman?
Yeah, thank you. So we will launch the pool while you guys go and do your tally. Yeah, go ahead, Honorable Chair Josh.
The debate is not over. We at the session of first speaker summary speech. We just thought to take a break. Maybe we had some observation from the chairman on AC and you. So that is why we took this break, and also for our debaters to settle in for their summary speech.
We are good. Let's just continue so that we end it quickly. We have another game.
Okay, sir. So, my honorable debaters, are you here?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we're running out of time, so let's respect the time, and before we run into trouble.
Yeah, we are.
So, okay, so we go.
Okay.
For one, are you set?
Yes, I am prepared. Let's go.
Okay, for 5 minutes. Shoot.
I don't know exactly what does my opponent or terms to gain from this argument, but it is kind of delusional to say that the primary goal of higher education should be holistic personal development over career development. Why? Because if we try to do that, it is going to be detrimental to our engineering system, to our health sectors, to many systems that work back home. Now, if you are saying this, I'm going to ask you several questions like, why do students increasingly demand internship and job placement services if personal development is the main goal? If career preparation is secondary, why is graduate employment rate often used as a key university performance indicators? I know you know the answer for that very well. Now, I'm going to give you a case study or scenario that goes like this. Let's take, for example, how Mike and that Mary. Mike went to a university and did courses in things like engineering. Those were the courses I take. But on the other hand, Mary went and did courses in something called holistic personal development. She went and did her philosophy. She some of our book like How to Talk to Anyone, the Art of War by Sun Tzu, or take courses like Chinese literature, those things. But at the end of the graduation process, during the graduation program, she gave a very good speech, motivational speech. People are motivated. Let's take, for example, you are a company there. You are a company indicator there. Who are you going to go for? Is it the person that present the engineering diploma or the person that gave the motivational speech? Bro, I'm sure very well that you are going to go for the person that present the diploma of engineering. That person that can provide to the society. That person that can provide to the job sector. Those are things that we are looking for. Those people that provide to the GDP of a country. Those people that provide the economic status of a country. Not motivational speakers. Not people that turns to develop other people motivational while they themselves are not economically stabilized. I provided a link in the group chat that talks about how labor market institutions affect job creation and productivity growth. These were recent studies that were done by institutions. I also provide another one that was done by McKinsey Global Institute, Labor Market Advanced Economic. Those are things that fall under our career preparation processes. And also, why is it that the career preparation process is very tangible? It's very important because it provides tangible skills, employment, financial independence. Once you are financially independent, that's when you chase what we call holistic personal development. If you are not financially independent, that's one thing you should look at. And what provide is the career development processes. Those are the things that make you to be equitable to the society. Those are things that make you to be equitable to the society today. Now let's look at things. Social mobility. And I also heard you talking about what about those people that went to university, but on the other hand, they cannot be accepted into the job market because they are not providing. Here's one reason. Either the government hasn't provided job markets to allow those people to work, or number two, those people that graduate, they never fully focus on the career preparation courses. Instead, they were just loitering around and not focused on what they were supposed to learn. Those are things that you are supposed to take into consideration, not just blaming the career preparation process. The system is well developed. The system is well advanced. But at times, we somehow go on the contrary to do what is not supposed to be done. Here are things we are also supposed to connect, like I said before. Because higher education requires significant finances and time and investment. A primary responsibility should be equipping students with practical skills and time credentials that lead direct to employment. Bro, after spending those years in university, you should be able to get the pay that the money that you invested, the money that your parent invested in those universities. Those are things that you should consider. And also, what are some things to consider here? Here's what holistic institution won't tell you. They will just like say, when graduate can find what we call it debt or economic crisis within the economy and within the system, but we never get to ask questions like, what is the main thing that we need to do? What are some systems? What are some criteria that we should put into place? Does this degree actually develop to the society? What is the job placement? What are things that need to be done tomorrow? Those are things that we should consider. So, like I said before, it's not just about you saying, holistic personal development should be the main focus and then just like leaving career development out. Holistic personal development is important. We are not delusional of fact. It is important, but it should be like the secondary focus. It should be the secondary outcome. It should be the goal that you should focus on. After here, I will send you facts that talks about why I say that the career development process is very important, and I'll also send you some document that speaks about these things. Why? Because the career development process depends. It also tells the balance of a country, how well or how developed that country is. The GDP of a country, like I said before, it also mentions things like that. Those are things that we should focus on. We all come from a country where the infrastructure is underdeveloped. Bro, the health centers back home are understaffed. There are many institutions that need workers today. Many are times to cry for jobs, but those jobs are right there. Why? Because those people that went to university never really focused on the main course that they were supposed to study. They never really focused on those things that were supposed to be given. Instead, they focused on things that were not supposed to be focused on. Those are things that we need to take into consideration. And I will end by saying this. Holistic development is a beautiful idea, bro. It is a very beautiful idea. But it should be secondary because, honestly, it is delusional to say that it should be the primary goal of higher education rather than career development. Why? Let me give you a saying. Because it is going to be detrimental to our health sectors, the engineering and technology system, the innovation, and many more. You cannot be drowning in debt economy and yet pretend that everything is okay by chasing lifelong learning that is going to take you forever to take. Thank you. I rest my case.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for respecting our time. Xuzhou, if you are ready, we'd like to take you right away. Xuzhou.
Yeah, just a minute, sir.
Okay. You have 30 seconds prep time. When you're ready, just let us know. Can you stop the time, sir? Honorable Do?
It's just the prep time. Just the prep time.
Yes, sir. I can continue now.
Okay. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We start in a few seconds. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So, honorable judges, fellow Liberian students, and my worthy opponents, we have spent this evening debating statistics and case studies. We have exchanged arguments.
You are not visible. You are not visible. Excuse, please. You are not visible.
Xuzhou, can you make yourself available, please?
Is it okay now?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, can you start over?
Okay. So we have spent this evening debating statistics and case studies. We have exchanged arguments about jobs and skills and employability. But now, at the close of this debate, I ask you to step back with me. I ask you to consider something deeper, something that transcends tonight's arguments and speaks to the very purpose of... Hello?
Hello?
Am I being heard, sir?
Please stop the time. Hello?
I'm getting you. Am I being heard?
You are coming in a bit distorted. Can you just...
That's why I wanted a little bit of make an adjustment. Anyway.
Okay, you've been heard now. So
If you still need to make adjustment, you have 2 minutes 30 seconds for prep time. We could use your time.
please make use of your prep
Okay.
time. Let us
Okay. Thank you, sir.
let us know. Okay, if you're joining us, you're just
Okay,
joining us. Tonight is a fire pumping debate tonight on the LSUIC Zoom platform. If you're watching us from across the tonight is
Okay, sir.
the goal of higher education preparation over holistic. We go quickly back to our honorable debater. Are you ready?
Honorable Josh, can I come
Yes,
in?
sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, to all of the debaters, this will be the last time we want you guys to keep a camera on. Please, if you don't keep a camera on, you know what will happen to your score.
Overall, sir, I just wish this mandate was given to the first speaker at the opening of this debate tonight.
Yeah, whether
It's honest.
it has happened in the past or now, if you don't keep a camera on, you'll definitely lose scores. So all of the players, whether you're speaking or not, keep a camera on.
Okay, to my honorable debater, please debate according to the rule, please. I think we made this we made this pronouncement that you keep your cameras on. Have respect.
Yes, sir. Honest. Yes,
All right,
honest.
are you set?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can go ahead.
Now, I ask you to step back with me. I ask you to consider something deeper, something that transcends tonight's arguments and speaks to the very purpose of our existence as students, as Africans, and as human beings. There is no such thing as neutral education. Let me say that again because it is the foundation of everything we argue tonight. There is no such thing as neutral education. This is not my opinion. This is not a debating trick. This is the lesson of history taught to us by the greatest minds of people, that the world has produced. Let us look at it through the wisdom of Carter G. Woodson, the author of the book, The Miseducation of the Negro. Carter G. Woodson in 1933 published a book that should be required reading for every African student. In fact, he called it The Miseducation of the Negro. And in that book, he exposed the truth so powerful that it has resonated for nearly a century. Woodson observed that the education system designed for Black people was intentionally flawed. It was not designed to liberate them, it was designed to control them. And that is why people.
Hello. Honorable debater, you are not being heard again. You stop at 3 minutes 18 seconds. So are you there?
They have stated that we have not come to China to obtain knowledge to go by and be tools of the market. Rather, we have come to a source.
Hello. Yeah. Honorable debater, you had some technical issues, and you stop at 3 minutes 18 seconds. So
Hello,
you would like
sir?
to, Honorable Preso?
So yeah, it's
Okay.
Okay. So you stop at 3 minutes 18 seconds when we couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Our listeners are very much concerned about hearing what you're saying, and the audience are also very much interested in what you're saying because they want to mark your time accordingly. So please, you can make 3 minutes 18 seconds to say what you have to say.
Yes, so I was at the quotation. So can I begin, sir?
Go ahead.
So Carter G. Woodson says, when you control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. You do not have to tell him not to stand here or go yonder. He will find his proper place. and will stay in it. So when I paraphrase this, it means that the native has been disciplined and trained to always use the back door. And even if there is a front door, he will always use the back door. Now, during apartheid, the education system in South Africa was designed so that the black kids will be trained and disciplined as good carpenters, good plumbers, to take care of the commode, the latrine of the white people. And that was formulated in a way that the education system trained them with that specific career path. It did not teach them liberation. It did not teach them or give them the holistic personal development that will encourage them or put them in the position to liberate South Africa. Now, think about the power of that statement. Wuxin is saying that the wrong kind of education, what he called is miseducation, is more effective than chains. Chains can be broken, prisons can be escaped, but when you control a person's mind, they become their own jailer. The miseducated person, Wuxin said, becomes a hopeless liability of the race. They have been taught to admire others and despise themselves. They have been taught to imitate instead of innovate. They have been taught to follow instead of to lead. My friends, the proposition before us tonight asks us to become exactly that person that Wilson described. And let us also look at it through the warning of Paulo Ferrari. 35 years after Wilson, a Brazilian educator named Paulo Ferrari published a book that would change the world. He called it Pedagogy of the Oppressed. And in that book, he gave us a language to understand that Wilson learned, observed. Ferrari identified what he called the banking model of education. In this model, the teacher is the depositor and the students are the depositories. The teacher's job is to fill the student with information to make deposits of knowledge that the student passively receive, memorize, and repeat. That even if we are writing examination, if the teacher forgot to cross the T on the exam paper, we will also not cross the T. And that is what the proposition is saying tonight. This model, Ferrari argues, serves as the interest of oppression. It creates what he called adaptability, manageable beings. People who accept the world as it is rather than questioning why it is that way. In one of my classes of development economics, my teacher introduced the theory of absolute and comparative advantage, which says that a nation should specialize with respect to its comparative advantage. Now, if I am to take that model with respect to that career path, go back and implement, what we are leading to is persistent primary commodity export, something that continues to drain our currency, something that continues to leave hole in our countries, environmental degradation, without translating our natural resources into economic wealth. What is the long-term sustainability of commerce if we subject the education that we receive to a specific career path that is static, unguaranteed in this volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world? This is not a pronouncement on the attainment of degree. What I'm saying tonight, that we must prioritize holistic personal development so that we can be able to adapt to the economy in 2030, 2040, and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. The timer is really on point. Okay. So thank you for the deliberation, both things. And we'll go straight for the crossfire because time is not in our favor. We like to start right away. For this session, we're going for 8 minutes. And you have 30 seconds to ask the question. And your opposing team has 30 seconds to answer. Please, let's monitor the time. And definitely you'll be cut off. And if you continue after the bell rank or your time is up, it might affect your points. Please, let's respect the time. Thank you. We go straight to the crossfire. Wuhan, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, so my first question to the speaker. He mentioned those notable leaders and also the books they wrote about our world today and also concerning the economic. I would like him to prove that those leaders never went or they never went through the personal career development courses in higher education.
Okay, thank you. Xuzhou, are you set?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can answer the question, please.
Now, as a teacher, Kadaji Wuxin could restrict his teaching to a specific topic. It was on the basis of holistic personal development and analyzing the current day reality, the reality of his time, considering the fact that students are only taught to behave in a specific way, that he came up to write that particular book. It was not because of what he was taught on the basis of career preparation.
Thank you. Xuzhou, you can ask your question.
Yes. So you talk about our education system, or higher education should be focused on a career preparation. So my question to you is, the current education system is not void of career preparation, but why hasn't this been able to translate into full employment, that graduates of universities are still complaining and are able to receive a stable job without procuring economic security?
Thank you. Time?
Okay. Bro, your background is noisy, though.
Please.
It's not my background.
That's the timer. That's the timer. Please respect the time. This will be the last time we will sound debaters to respect the time. Please respect the time. Thank you. You can go ahead and run it. And
okay, like I said. Hello?
Yes, you can start.
Hello?
You are being heard. You can start.
Okay. Like I said, I've been forgetting this question. All right, please, can you try to repeat the question again?
Please, Honorable Doe, please hold on the timer. Can you please reiterate your question, Xuzhou?
Okay, sir, I will do that. So
Please.
my question is, with respect to the current education system, the system is not void of career preparation. Career preparation is conditioned and integrated within the curricula. Now, despite the fact that the curriculum is designed to prepare students for their career, yet graduates are still struggling to obtain a stable job to keep or translate into economic security. How can you justify this?
Can I answer?
You got the question now?
Yeah, I got the question clear.
Okay, go ahead and answer.
So, like I said before, the main reason for people or students not getting job after graduation is not because the university didn't provide those courses as they were supposed to. It's either of the two reasons. One, either the government is not providing those specific institutions that are needed for those students to work, and number two, either those students never went through the right criteria. They never followed through the right processes to learn the way that they were supposed to learn. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You can ask your question.
Okay, I will ask you this question. If you think that the primary goal of higher education should be holistic personal development over career preparation, then I will ask you, what should be the responsibility of the society? What is the responsibility of your family? What is the responsibility of yourself after graduation from high school, or let's say university? What should be the responsibility of the society?
Okay. Xuzhou, are you there? Did you get the question?
Yes, sir. I did, sir.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, so the opponent tried to reduce the issue of pursuing higher education to mere salary or job. Now, we are saying that the issue of pursuing higher education should originate from the personal development of the individual. The primary focus should not be on the basis of career preparation, because while we live in a volatile world, the economy is changing. We should be able to adapt to the current day reality of the changing global economy.
Thank you. You can go ahead and ask the question.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, from Team Xuzhou.
Team Xuzhou.
Yeah.
Is there any answer?
No, you asked that we can proceed with our question. This is the former speaker. This is the second speaker, sorry, from Team Xuzhou.
Team Xuzhou. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I listened to my opponent when he talked that people who present degree and graduated from university. Maybe there's a possibility that they might not have passed through the referral criteria. Liberia fell from 2018 to 2022 through the MCC scorecard. And yet still, LSCC is still producing corrupt officials still in Liberia. They are all people with good credentials, as my opponents are presenting today. So are you telling us that we should still prioritize career preparation, that they are still studying?
Can
I go ahead and answer the question. One.
Okay, that's a very good question again. Like you said, those corrupt leaders and stuff. That's why I asked the question, but his opponent never answered the question correct. If you think that holistic personal development should be done by the university, then what is the job of the society? What is the job of the family? Those corrupt leaders, they had those same attitude from back home. From their family back home, it's not from the university. The university doesn't teach you how to steal. They teach you how to develop it for a career. It doesn't teach you how to be a corrupt person. It doesn't teach you embezzlement. It is yourself. It is from your personal, individual self. Thank you.
Thank you. You can go ahead and ask your last question, sir.
Okay, my last question to you. Why do students increasingly demand internship and job placement services if personal development is the main goal?
Are you done, sir?
Yeah, I am done.
Okay. Xuzhou, please
Yes,
answer.
sir.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
comrade.
So it is on the basis that because those students who demand internship, they want to receive holistic personal development. Holistic personal development talk about the issue of mentorship. They talk about critical thinking. They talk about problem solving. Are they not requesting holistic personal development? They are requesting about that. So because universities don't offer the issue of value and moral ethics, that is the reason why students with degree can see. That is the question that I asked you, but you refuse to answer.
Time is up, Xuzhou. You can go ahead and ask your last question, sir. Xuzhou. Are you getting me, Xuzhou?
George, you are coming in broken, sir.
Okay. So are you getting me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can go ahead and ask your last question, sir.
Okay.
Your time starts.
So my question, let us bring this into context about the civil rights movement in America. The Reverend Martin Luther King, despite the fact that he was a theologian, joined the civil rights movement. If he had focused on that career path, would there have been a total liberation of Black people in America today?
Okay. One. One, are you there?
Excuse me, can you please ask the question again?
The debater from Xuzhou.
Whose time are we going to be using? Let me know whose time are we going to be using.
Yes,
What?
sir. We have to use maybe the prep time from the opponents or whatever time that.
I'm sorry, that we're not going to use the prep time. If you
Yeah,
ask to ask
if we are
question,
not using the prep time, the opponents' network have been unstable. It has been breaking in, so sometimes the question doesn't come clear.
Honorable Michael.
Yes, sir.
From both sides, there are even your own.
Hello, debaters. Hello. Please
to pay attention.
Conversation here. I think that question was directed to me. I think you should give me the privilege to address it. Are we clear?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So to you debaters, please be attentive at all times because we are running completely out of time, and I will expect that we really listen to the questions so we can answer it in time. Honorable Doe, we make use of 30 seconds prep time, please.
Okay.
Please reiterate the question.
You're muted.
So I have just been unmuted. Could you please restart the time? Okay. So I tried to bring this into I tried to bring this into context with the case of Reverend Martin Luther King, who was leading the civil rights movement in America. So my question is, if he had just focused on that career path as a theologian, just keep in the church, keep preaching, would there have been a total liberation of the Black people in America today?
Thank you. Juan, did you get the question?
Yeah, you're very clear.
Thank you. Go ahead and answer.
Okay, so I will based on that same question, I will ask you the question before answering. So you talked about Martin Luther King first going through holistic personal development before becoming that person he was. I will ask you, did he not went through any career preparation before becoming the person he is? Of course he did. That's the reason why he was really balanced to be able to make himself holistic personally developed to now become the person he is. So he went through the process of career development before becoming that person to develop himself personally. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And that does it for this session. We go strictly to the final focus speech. We're going very fast because we don't have time currently. We're running into the other game time. So we go strictly for the final focus speech, and that will be done by the second speaker. So if we are set, Juan, if you are set being the first speaker, just let me know. Are you set, Juan?
Just a moment.
You will be speaking for 5 minutes, not a second after 5 minutes.
Yeah, just a moment, please. Getting there.
You're currently using your prep time. Please take note.
Okay. Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yes. So we can start, right? You ready?
Okay, yeah. Let's start.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, so my judges, again, we are back to draw curtain to the dialogue today that the winning position is career preparation. So our focus point should be higher education. And the idea of higher education is derived, or the source, like the genesis of that should be career preparation, my judges. So now, of all the people that my opponents mentioned, that these people have exercised certain, we are not here for the idea of motivational speak. We are not here for that. We are not here for the idea of inspiration, like you are acknowledging something, maybe you are thinking out something also. Because a thought without action, you don't consider that as a thought. So, my judges, now, if higher education isn't preparing students for work, it's preparing them for unemployment. So now my opponents mentioned that in universities, like people, they don't universities don't teach students, or they don't exercise the idea of holistic personal development to students. These are reasons that students steal or they embezzle money when they are in higher authority or they get into society. So now you are trying to say that even we, the opponents, and even you, my judges, the opponents are trying to say that for the fact that majority of us here are in universities, we are not accepting, we are not learning, we are not gaining the idea of holistic personal development. That's why they are saying. So if anyone leaves from here today and they go in society and think that means they do anything anyhow. And my first speaker mentioned that. He talked about, number one, if anything or individual do in society, without maybe practicing or exercising career preparation. That means that individual is doing it on their own, but it doesn't dilute or dispute the fact that career preparation is the goal to higher education. You see, so now holistic growth doesn't pay tuition back. Careers do. Students don't enroll to become abstract thinkers. They enroll to build futures. A degree without employability is decoration, not education. Universities are funded by society. Society expects professionals back. You see, so you can develop personality anywhere. You can become a surgeon anywhere. Do you consider that? Career preparation is measurable. Holistic personal development is a value. Can you hear me, my judges? You are defending comfort. We are defending survival. These are things that we take into consideration. A reflected graduate with no skill is still unemployed. That's the idea. You see, so career or readiness is not anti-human. It's pro-dignity. Now, purpose without income becomes frustration. So this thing should be taken. Now, the idea of you bringing the fact that holistic personal development, or if students are in university and university are not teaching these things, or they are not making students to learn these things and other things, that means students go out there to embezzle, to steal and everything. That means even we that are in universities in China here, you are also applying the idea that if we are not learning these things and we are going out there to do any other thing, and the fact is that we cannot accept it because the individual differences in a person can do something unusual because of their personal attitude, but it doesn't change the fact that career preparation should be the primary goal. You see, so purpose without income, it becomes frustration. Now, the fastest way out of poverty is employability, not introspection. Students want opportunity, not philosophical experiment. So you're talking about Luther Martin Jr. or Luther Martin King. These people, you are talking about philosophical experiment, and we are not basing the argument on that. Students want opportunity, you see. So now society needs engineers and doctors more than abstract self-discovery, you see. So now, if education doesn't translate to work, it fails. It's contract with students. Personal growth is lifelong. Career windows are time sensitive. So consider this thing, think about it, and you will understand the difference. So every year spent in university is an economic sacrifice. It must return value. It will never be devalued. So skills create freedom. Unemployment destroy it. Take these things into consideration and accept my point. I pause.
Thank you for the deliberation. And then we go strictly to Tim Hunt, Kim Xuzhou. Kim Xuzhou, if you are there, please take on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Can we start?
So I like the fact that my opponents are trying to mix feelings and sentiment into buying the attention of the judges. However, I listened to the few points that my opponent also shot about. He said a degree without, so I just want you to understand that a degree without application of knowledge on the job is a sin to modern day intellectualism. That's what I want you to know. Not just to come up with an empty degree that you cannot be able to apply on the job. I will give you statistics. And then secondly, I want to quote from Delta Airline, a reputable airline industry in the world. After a comprehensive review of our pilot hiring requirements, Delta has decided to make a 4-year college degree preferred rather than required for the first officer candidate effective immediately, said by Delta Airline, to tell you that they are trying to prioritize the issue of skills and experience over career preparation. The next thing I also want to rush on very quickly. Paul Kagame of Rwanda did not receive any traditional education before becoming president of Uganda or of Rwanda. Check the records are there. In 2000, check the time he was honored at the time with a honorary doctorate degree. It was far beyond the time that he was even been elected as president of Rwanda. So that is the first thing that you need to understand. The next thing is that Ruth Thomas, a pay equity strategist with pay skill, As companies deprioritize college degree requirements, they are turning their attention to hiring candidates with the right skill. The move is beneficial for the 62% of U.S. workers who don't have degree according to the U.S. Census Bureau. So check the record again. I will send you the report as well. The next thing I also want my opponent to understand is that the issue of mental health and character matters a lot in our modern day society. The opposition ignored the reality that students are not robot. So they feel that students are robot because we want to go to school and just prioritize the issue of getting the degree and come back. At the end of the day, you cannot be able to demonstrate the application of knowledge on the job. Higher education is also where students discover identity, confidence, resilience, purpose, and moral characters. All of these things are embedded right within the idea of holistic personal development. I also want to draw it very closely. Holistic personal development helps students to handle pressures, failures, and teamwork, including life challenges. Next thing, let us be honest here. A successful career without personal growth often leads to a burnout, poor decision making, and unhappiness. That is why most of the managers or employers in the US are complaining about today. I will give you the report as well. Let's drop down to the Paris School of Entrepreneurship. They have decided to think differently. They have redesigned the degree program and demonstrating competence over credential accumulation. That is from Paris School of Entrepreneurship. They say higher education should develop a world human being, not just a worker, a university graduate with a mere degree passing around that I earned a degree in accounting, but you must also be able to prefer or have a moral attitude, knowledge, maturity, critical thinking, confidence, ability to grow in an environment. And all of these informations were answered by Google, IBM, and Apple. They have decided to drop the issue of degree, first degree, especially for bachelor degree, for job hiring processes. And a recent report that I want to quote again from intelligence.com, it says 966 U.S. hiring managers published April 7, 2025. Key concern. One, they say poor performance and high turnover. 75% of companies reported that some of the recent graduates hired in 2024 were unsatisfactory, meaning they are not prepared for the job market, no skill. They just get a degree, but the application of knowledge is lacking. The second thing they also talk about is a lack of motivation or initiative. 50% of recent graduates. They say unprofessional behavior, 46%. Poor communication skill, 39%. Struggle with feedback, 38%. Inability to problem solve, 34%. All of these things are people who are graduated and holding a degree. You stay here telling us today that we should prioritize the issue of career preparation when former finance minister was labeled of corruption, former NPA director was labeled of corruption, former minister of state was labeled of corruption. All of these people, they are people who have a career preparation, putting degree before the university. I also want to draw you very closer that since you decide to mix the issue of career preparation with a business transaction, this is not a situation of business transaction or mobile money. Let us build a point where tomorrow our people can benefit from critical.
Thank you. Time is up. Okay, this is how we come to an end of this session. And of course, this is the last session of the first game for today. And because we are running so much in time, we like to hear from our president, our national president, and then if he has something to say, or the chairman, and then we can go to this coach. Thank you.
All right, thank you, honorable judges, and to the debaters. So I will give you the chance to go and tabulate your scores. I'm going to launch the poll so that you can vote for the best performing team and as well as the best argument from each of the players. So the player that will receive the highest vote will be the MVP of this match, and the team that will also receive the highest vote will automatically get 3 points, and the other team will get 2 points. So I'm going to launch it now. Please pay attention to your phone. Something is going to pop up on your screen. Okay. So now you you can vote. Honorable judges, you can just go and do your tallying. We also let you know on the audience vote decision. This pool will end by 8:58 in the next 2 minutes. We are actually way behind time. The other game should be on by now. So please vote quickly. In the next 2 minutes, we'll end it. 8:58, we'll end it. So,
Let's just only roll the ballot. Now, two people, the last option. Two persons from the same team named there.
Okay.
Okay, so
no,
why?
Masha and there is Misha.
It's different.
Different. I think it's different.
Yeah, please keep voting.
And why?
Masha.
Honorable judges.
Could you please resend the, Mr. President, could you please?
No, I can't share again because it's already launched. There's no option to share again. So if you aren't seeing it, then it's gonna be very difficult. We can share again. However, I'm going to. So we have 1 minute left to end this pool. 1 minute left to end this pool. So please.
Okay, so what we the national president to announce or give us the audience vote. We continue tallying our votes as judges, and we hope that we will take not more than 5 minutes to get this done with, so that we can go to the next game.
Okay, so it's already time. I'm going to end this pool right now. If you can see my screen, I think this blur is still on. Okay, so I'm going to end this pool right now. End pool here, and I'm also going to share my screen so that you can see the result. So far as it is, you can see Wuhan, the pro has 19 votes, and Xuzhou has 21 votes. So Honorable Head Judge and the judges, please give 3 points to Xuzhou for the audience vote and 2 points to Wuhan for the audience vote. And then for the best player for this match, let me just also share this screen so that you can also see it from your side. For the best player of this match, for the corn team, that is Xuzhou, Clarence Johnson got 11 votes, and then Prince White City got 18 votes. And then for the pro team, Michelle M. Leon got 15 votes, and Marshall got 12 votes. So that means Prince White City is the MVP of this match. Prince White City is the MVP of this match. Let me also take a picture of this. All right. So, honorable judges, if you are ready to make the pronouncement, you just let me know. So we have a next game coming up quickly. We are behind time, so we have a next game coming up quickly between Beijing and Qingdao. Beijing versus Qingdao is coming up right after this one. So please stick around. It's promised to be something very interesting. Please stick around.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable National President. Can I take over?
Yes, sure.
Thank you so much. So quickly, I'd like to turn to my co-judges to have their parting comments. We would have loved to take comments from, at least a comment from the audience, but time is not in our favor. So we like to hear from our co-judge, my co-judges, for a parting or a comment. Quickly, Honorable Doe, Honorable Tyler. At least 30 seconds wouldn't be bad.
Let's make it 1 minute, please. Okay. Let me just go to straight firstly to both teams and say thank you for being here. This was a very intense debate. I just like to point out a few things to the team from Wuhan. You had a lot of chances that I think you could have, you know, considered when you were going out. But I think you basically allow the argument to from the opposing side to overweigh your thoughts. That's my opinion, and I hope that during the next game you can be able to um, actually get some of your facts very straight and some of the evidence that you might bring forth very straight. And to the team from Suzhou, I think you guys can be very prepared. Your facts, I check out of them. Everything the links you sent and some of the links that I checked was also very, very coincide with everything you said. So I think this 10 that we have, and it will go up from here. It will get tougher from here. So you guys come ready every time. And if you bring points, make sure you drop it in the group so that not just us, but the people who are following the debate can also fact check some of the things you are saying too as well. So thank you, Honorable Josh. Hey, Josh.
Honorable Doe.
Yeah, the game was a very good game tonight. I really appreciate the two teams that had us here, making us to understand and to think critically if we should still remain in China or we should pack our bags and go back to Liberia, as one may term it. But again, it was a good game, and I appreciate both teams. Some of the references that were given, they were good references, and to the audience, I hope you took down some of the references. And if English is going to be used as the mode of presentation for this game moving forward, I'll ask that we all check our English, or we can just go back to our vernaculars and we can be good in that to the debating teams, because I really understood that we had a couple of grammatical errors as we spoke, and there were several issues, and we're going live. So I'll ask that we all kindly be patient as we speak so we can be properly heard. Thanks to all.
Thank you, Honorable Doe. And those points were very clear, and I'm not going to go over it too. I just want to go forward. I just like to say thanks to the two teams. You did extremely well. I think you passed on some information that some of our audience and even some of us judges may not have heard. And thank you for your deliberations. For the score tonight, we go to the score tonight. We will be very quick and give you the summaries. And so for the first George, total score for first George was 364. Yes, sir. Sorry. 364 total points, and in favor of the con team. Sorry, the con team. And then the second judge, total score was up to 352.9 in favor of the con team, margin of 13.1. And the third judge score total was 357.5. Mathematicians from the both teams, I hope you are marking it. 357.5 total score and 11.5 margin. And from the audience vote, the audience voted Xuzhou. So we carry 3 points, and then pro carry automatic 2 points. So for the total score for tonight, we have a total score of, for the pro team, 225.9 points. 525.9 points. I come again, please. Mathematicians, don't hold me in contempt. 525.9 for the pro team, which is 1. And for the con team, which is Suzhou, 555.5 points, thereby having Wuhan and now Wuhan Xuzhou as the winner for tonight. Thank you. Xuzhou, congratulations for winning today's game, and congratulations to the both teams for a splendid deliberation. Thank you so much. Honorable Prezo, if you are on the platform, you can take over from here.
Honorable Head Judge, I
Yes,
think
sir.
for Switch it's 553 instead of 55. You may mention 55 instead of 53.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
553.5 points. So Xuzhou is definitely still the winner for tonight's game. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, honorable judges and debaters. Thank you so much. We move to the next game. All debaters, please take on the platform. We move to the next game. We are behind time. Honorable Head Judge, Honorable Kingsford Flomo, if you are there, please.
Yes, can you get me, Honorable President?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. It's up to you now, Honorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Honorable Kingsford, you're coming a little bit distorted. Honorable Kingsford, you're coming a little bit broken. We'll stop hearing you. If you can hear me, please cross-check. Honorable Kingsford, you are muted.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now. You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in the last part of China. I usually experience network issue. Can you get me now?
Yes, getting stable now.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Hello? Hello? Can you? Okay. Can I proceed, Mr. President?
Yes, please.
Okay. So thanks to the National Executive Committee and the Academic Excellence Committee for affording us this opportunity to come and judge the game between two undisputed teams today. Before we begin, let me ask the presence of our two other judges. Are you on? The two judges to co-preside. If you are here, can you just unmute
Yes,
yourself?
I'm here.
And say present.
Present.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
Honorable. Are you on board? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you, Honorable. I think the second judge is here, but he's muted.
Yeah. Can you unmute yourself and make your presence by saying present?
Honorable Aaron S.
Okay,
Pittman.
we'll proceed. Honorable Pittman, are you here? Honorable Pittman, are you here? Can you please unmute yourself to make your presence known?
Probably it's like he's not.
Mr. President, and the organizer, can we verify the presence of Honorable Pittman because he plays an essential role during the debate tonight?
Yeah, okay, I'm checking on that. Meanwhile, Honorable Confidence as though, are you still following? Honorable Doe?
Yes, Mr. President.
I will appeal to you, the police proxy for him while
We shall proceed.
Yeah, so let's proceed, Honorable Head Judge. So Honorable Doe, we'll go for him.
Okay, we now proceed. Illustrious guest, His Excellency Sir Orlando T. Blood, President of the Liberian Student Union in China, Her Excellency Madame Rufi A. Hammond, Vice President of the Liberian Student Union in China, and the members of the National Executive Committee, Honorable Tyler Bergier, Senior Coordinator of the Sixth Council of Coordinators, the Academic Excellence Committee, venerable adjudicators, and seekers of knowledge. Today we convey not merely to debate, but to interrogate one of the defining forces of the modern world. Your presence transforms this gallery into a forum of two formidable teams, each armed with conviction. Debaters will deliberate on the topic. Globalization has done more to preserve than to erase cultural identity. Again, I repeat the topic for the benefit of the audience. Globalization has done more to preserve than to erase cultural identity. On today's game, we have two sides. The first side is the pro, which is Qingdao City, shall argue it, while the other side, the coin, which is Beijing City, shall challenge this claim, asserting its erosive impact. What follows is a clash, not of voices, but of eyes. So before we begin, shall we please recognize the presence of both teams? So beginning with the pro, Qingdao, if you are, can you please make yourself known? Muting yourself and introduce yourselves for a minute. Qingdao. Qingdao, are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can unmute yourselves and introduce yourselves for a minute, please.
Okay, judges, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am Efred M. Boller, representing Qingdao City, the first speaker, and I am here with my colleagues who will better introduce himself.
Honorable judges, I'm Tisha Thomas Kubi, representing Qingdao City as the second speaker.
Thank you, honorable debaters from Qingdao City. On the other side, we have, which is Beijing City shall challenge this claim, asserting its erosive impact. So now we call on to introduce themselves. Yeah, unmute yourself.
Hello?
Beijing.
Hello, honorable judges?
Go ahead, Beijing.
Hello? Are you getting me?
Hello, hello.
Go ahead, Beijing City.
Thank you,
Yeah, you
thank
can
you,
proceed.
thank you. Honorable judges, thank you for the opportunity tonight. My name is Mark Testafint Noah. I happen to be the captain of the Beijing team, the team meritorious of Beijing City. I am a student at the Qingdao University, and I'm reading International Development and Governance. And it is an honor to be here tonight. I came along with my colleagues who will be introduced. Let's say my colleague first, because there are three, but two persons will be doing presentation tonight. So my colleague will better introduce himself.
Thank you, Honorable Captain. First of all, let me extend my heartfelt greetings to the Honorable President and the panel of judges. I'm Harris M. Bodo from the North China University of Technology, where I'm studying economics and finance. Thank you.
Thank you to the team from Beijing for that wonderful introduction. Having done that, I have come along with two indefatigable judges who will help monitor and draw conclusive analysis by weighing the arguments presented today by both teams. So not to waste much of your time, let me welcome my co-judges for introduction. You can proceed, co-judges, and introduce yourselves. Beginning with Honorable Confidence, though.
Yeah, so for the public knowledge, Honorable Doe has the judge that should be here is now back, Honorable Aaron S. Pittman, so he will continue as planned. So Honorable Pittman, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Mr. President. Honorable Pittman, you can.
Are you hearing me?
Very low.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah, go ahead, Honorable Pittman. You're loud and clear.
Okay, I'm Aaron S. Pittman, and I will be serving as one of your judges for tonight's game. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Pittman. Our next judge, can you kindly introduce yourself? Honorable Lewis.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I am Louise Antoinette Williams from Central South University, Changsha City. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Lewis. Again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, venerable scholars from across the length and breadth of all cities and provinces of the People's Republic of China and the universe at large. Relax and enjoy yourselves as our scholars navigate us through the fountain of knowledge. Let the debate begin. We go straight to the proceedings for the debate today, but before that, each team has 3 minutes of prep time. Do you need to use your 3 minutes now to prepare, or would you like to use your 3 minutes in the future? You can make that known. Each team, please.
We are ready. Beijing.
Which team is that?
Beijing. Team Meritorious is ready from Beijing.
From Beijing, you are ready. Very good.
Right.
Let's go to our Team Qingdao. Are you ready? Or do you need to use a 3-minute prep time before we can commence this debate?
Oh, we are ready. We are ready. We are ready. We are ready.
All is set to go, and I'm sure that our audience is ready to navigate as we go through discussing the topic again. Let me remind our audience of the topic again. Globalization has no more to preserve than to erase cultural identity. So before we go to our first speakers, let's turn our pendulum over to our timekeeper to make sure that the time is set and ready before we can proceed. So Honorable Pittman, are you ready with the timing?
Yes, I'm ready, sir.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, thank you. Honorable Lewis, are all your devices prepared to do our fast checking?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Louis. Let us proceed. We begin with City A, which is the first speaker from City A to give the constructive speech. That is the affirmative speech, and that will be done by the first speaker of Qingdao. You are welcome.
Okay, can you hear me clearly?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, respected judges, my esteemed audience, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am Alfred M. Bolo representing Qingdao City. We came bearing undeniable facts, evidence to prove the statement I state. Globalization has done more to preserve than to erase cultural identity. Resolved. Firstly, I would define the term globalization. Globalization is the increasing integrations and interdependence of countries around the world through the free flow of goods, services, capital, technology, and people idea across national borders. Respected judges, I stand in front of the motion that states globalization has done more to preserve than to erase cultural identity. Let us understand the foundational truth. Cultural identity does not exist to be isolated. It exists to be remembered. Judges, isolation does not preserve culture. It condemns its invisibility and extinction. A culture hidden from the world is a culture slowly dying. Respected judges, globalization is very force that rescue cultural identity. Judges, it does not erase, it evaluates. It do not destroy, it is safeguard. Judges, when cultural connect globally community do not lose themselves. Respected judges, they rediscover their roots. They protect their tradition with greater purpose. Globalization turned local heritage into universal respect. Judges, it gave us small vulnerable culture, voice,
Hello, are you
over
there?
1 million people has been lifted out of extreme poverty. Respected judges, global trade and economic integrations, countries and open their market experience faster growth, better experience faster growth, job, improve access to education and healthcare. Honorable judges, to claim that globalization erases culture is to misunderstand what preservation truly means. Preservation is not locking culture away, it is making sure it is seen, shared, and sustained. Honorable judges, globalization gave Maxim Marx culture a global voice through international media, social platforms, and global connectivities, traditions, African stories, music, arts, history. We now seen and respected by the entire world. Culture is no longer hidden anymore. It is celebrated globally. Thank you.
Honorable first speaker from Qingdao City, are you done? Hello, honorable first speaker from
Yes, I'm done.
Qingdao City, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much. We now turn over our pen speaker from City B, that is Beijing City, for constructive speech. You are welcome, Beijing City.
Thank you very much. My name is Mark Noah, again, the captain. Mr. President, honorable judges, distinguished opposing team, our audience. We want to sound a resounding no to the motion. Globalization has done more to preserve than to erase cultural identity. As an opposing team, our position is clear and convincing. Why globalization has facilitated cross-border interactions and digital visibility of certain cultures. Its dominant structural form shaped by colonial legacy, neoliberal economic reforms, and global media concentration has contributed more to the erosion and commodification of cultural identity than to its preservation. Let's define the core words that makes the argument. Globalization is defined as an intensified integration of markets, political institutions, communication system, and the core cultural production under a predominant neoliberal economic framework. What about cultural preservation? Cultural preservation is sustaining a culture in its original meaning, precise practice, and continuity over time. What about cultural identity? Refers to historically rooted system of language, social norms, religion, values, and collective memory that define a people way of life. These arguments are rooted in few theories and historical establishments. One of them stated by Herbert Skinner in 1976, he argued that transnational media corporations export Western capitalist values, shaping consumption patterns and social aspiration globally. Let's revisit history. According to what we learned from Buckingham in 1971, the Berlin Conference institutionalized European partition of Africa without the presence of Africans. This event marked an early structural integration of African societies into global capitalist order. Artificial borders fractured ethnic continuities, undermined indigenous governance system, and initiated processes of linguistic and administrative replacement. Contemporary globalization cannot be divorced from this. Our friend and brother and scholar, Danny Rodrigues, who wrote the book Globalization Paradox, indicated in 2011, when global economic rules precede domestic priorities, society lose the ability to regulate cultural industries, education system, and media policies independently. Cultural preservation requires institutional sovereignty. What about Uchigu Watiango, a Nigerian writer, in 1986 indicated it contains that language carries memory and worldview. The dominance of global languages in education and governance reshape consciousness and legitimizes indigenous knowledge of culture. We are being educated in China today and speaking English today because, of course, it is not our cultural tune. It is simply because we were programmed to get along with how global forces see our system of education and interactions. My honorable judges, my brother should not forget that UNESCO reports indicate that nearly 40% of the world's languages are in danger. Honorable judges, in conclusion, globalization, as historically structured and economic institutionalized, has functioned as a neutral, less as a neutral exchange mechanism, and more as a system of asymmetrical integration. From colonial partition to neoliberal reform agendas that extends to media imperialism, cultural identity has been subjugated and subordinated to global market logic. That is why our culture, the African cultures, for example, are transmitted, as my brother agreed, and practiced on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and not in our daily lives. My honorable judges, please accept and understand that globalization has done more to erase than to preserve cultural identity. Mr. President, honorable judges, our reasonable audience, remember the indelible prints globalization has left on our continent, Africa, and vote in favor of our team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of the first speaker, the first constructive speaker from Beijing City. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished scholars, let us prepare ourselves to witness the clash between intellectual gladiators, having said that, we now proceed to the cross-examination by the first speakers. So we have 6 minutes to do that. And each speaker, you have to cross-examine your fellow debater with about 30-second question. So you can now proceed with the first speaker's cross-examination. 30 seconds for your question and 30 seconds to answer. Proceed. Who is taking the ball first? Are you going Qingdao or are you going Beijing? You can proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay, I will proceed.
Are you there, debaters?
Are you getting me?
Okay, who is that? Is that Beijing or Qingdao? Qingdao, you can proceed with your first question.
Okay,
30 seconds to ask.
I have a question from my opponent team. He talked about, I want to know, how do you evaluate the actual agency of local culture with global systems rather than simplify seeing them as massive recipients of homogeneizations?
Thank you. You can proceed, Beijing, to answer the question from the first speaker. The first speaker of Beijing.
Thank you very much. The theory of homogenization came from...
Go ahead.
I'm proceeding. Hello? Can you hold me, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
Go ahead, I'm getting you on a Noah.
Please consider the time.
Just reset the timer and then let him speak.
Yeah.
Can you kindly read the timer? Go ahead on a Noah.
Well, I just want to make some clarity, Honorable Judge. Please pay attention to the time. We're not going to be doing probably, or can you repeat the question or no? If you are allowed to speak, please go ahead. The time will be rolling. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You can go ahead, Beijing.
Okay. Thank you very much. So homogenization is an idea that emanated from Herbert Skinner. He believes that the act of globalization is a way of bringing all cultures under one umbrella. Bro, it is not possible from all indication, from practice across the world. It is not possible that you will have all the cultures under one umbrella. And that's the reason why you listen to the report given by UNESCO that, hey, because of globalization, 40% of our total 7,000 cultures across the world being diminished. You can't find them. So this disparity is always available, my dear brother. Thank you.
It's time. To all the debaters, you are want to please pay attention to the time. Thank you. The next question is from Beijing. Beijing to Qingdao. Can you proceed with your question?
Hello?
Beijing to Qingdao. Can you proceed with your question?
Okay, thank you very much. Can you provide an example where globalization strengthens a culture, especially so in the African setting, without altering its original meaning or structure? Thank you.
Qingdao, can you answer the question, please? Qingdao, can you answer the question? Your time begins.
Yes. Okay, so I didn't get the question clearly, sorry. Okay.
Attention.
Okay, let me just answer the questions. Let me just answer the question. Are you getting me?
Go
Are you
ahead.
getting me? Okay,
It's time.
globalization should help them to
Time.
It's
YouTube,
time. It's
social.
time. So you. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm getting you. I'm
Qingdao.
getting you. I'm getting you.
Hello, Qingdao.
The next question, please. No time.
You have 30 seconds to answer the question. When it's 5 seconds to answer. So the question, your
Okay, those
question is
intensive.
expired. You can now ask
Okay,
Beijing. Your second question,
okay.
please.
Thus, intensify integration of markets and communication systems necessarily lead to cultural homogenizations, or it can produce cultural hybridizations.
Beijing, can you answer the
Yeah.
question, please? First
Yeah.
speaker, Beijing.
Here we go. It is obvious. Just because of
Go ahead.
globalization, the thing you call cultural homogenization isn't alive in practice. You understand? And of course, because it is intensified in meaning, we have a conversation on the fact that people imposing their way on smaller culture. That's why you call the core culture and the peripheral cultures. So the peripheral culture always remain peripheral.
It's time. Now, Beijing, can you ask a final question to Qingdao? First speaker. First speaker, can you ask a final question to Qingdao, first speaker?
Okay.
Begin.
Do you agree? Do you agree that cultural identity includes language, value, and daily spiritual practices, not just festival and food? Can you name one indigenous language strengthened by globalization?
Okay, one additional language that was strengthened by globalizations. That was your question, right?
Yeah.
Qingdao, are you there?
One additional language. I would say the.
It's time. It's time. It's time, Qingdao.
Yeah, time.
Are you getting the speaker? The speaker from Beijing, the speaker from Qingdao, are you getting them when they are speaking? Can you confirm that, please? Honorable Pitma and Honorable Lewis, are you getting them?
Yes, of course. Just a delay in the question.
Yes,
Probably maybe.
yes. And I think one person is facing some network issue or so, but I think I'm hearing them. I think
Okay,
Qingdao
so we
has a network issue or so I don't know.
okay, so Qingdao, the time is up. Was that was the final question from Beijing to Qingdao? Qingdao, can you ask a final question to Beijing, please? Hello, Qingdao.
Yeah. Are you getting me?
Please don't forget it. Go ahead. Once I
Okay,
say
my
I,
question is,
go ahead. Turn your camera up. Us. Kindly turn your cameras on.
if globalization is harmful, why do other countries actively export their culture worldwide? That's my question.
Can we answer?
Beijing, you have 30 seconds to answer the question. Beijing.
My dear
Yeah,
opposition,
go ahead, sir.
I like you to understand that festivity and social media activities are not preservation, are not daily life. Archive is not community. We're talking about preservation here. Has it been able to preserve a language? And we say no. It has limited languages and cultural identity.
Thank you. It's time. So that was the to the second portion of the debate. That would be the rebuttal speech from the second speakers. And City A, you have the platform to go first. Second speaker of City A, Qingdao City. Can you give your rebuttal speech for about 5 minutes, please? Your time begins now.
Okay. Are you guys getting me?
Go ahead.
First, this, my name is Tisha Thomas Quincy. I'm representing Qingdao as a second speaker. Honorable judges, as the second speaker for this affirmative side, I will further demonstrate that globalization does not destroy cultural identity. It protects and strengthens it from three key domestication: cultural influence, cultural validation, and global recognition. Firstly, globalization gave indigenous culture a second life. In the past, many minority language, traditional craft, and local custom faced extension because they were absolutely unseen. Today, through the internet, international media, and global communication, these cultures are recalled, shared, and protected worldwide. Globalization does not bury small culture, it rescues them from being forgotten. Honorable judges, secondly, cultural validation is secondly, globalization makes culture more dynamic, not weaker. Cultural identity has never depended on a solution. It, in fact, culture serves reservedly because they adapt and interact. When cultural exchange are there, they solve state relevance and remain meaningful to younger generation. A culture that cannot grow is a culture that cannot serve. Secondly, global recognition. Global recognition strengthens and cultural confidence. When a culture is recognized globally, it people feel proud rather than shame. Other leadership rather than insecurity. Global validation transform local tradition into value heritage. Instead of disappearing identity, become clearer, stronger, and more representative. Honorable judges, I would like to reply to my opponent's claim. They say that, honorable judge, my opponent claimed that globalization erased true communication, Western dynamics, and historical equality, but their entire case relies on fear. How they theory and selection history, I will show why their reason is flawed and why globalization actually strengthens and cultural identity. One, my opponent argue that globalization replaced local culture with foreign culture. This assume expose automatically means disappearance. This is locally forced. Culture have interacted for thousands of years through trade, migration, and diplomacies, yet identity still exists today. Interaction is not discussion. Contact between culture create a change, not extension. Secondly, my opponent actually say that globalization turns culture into product for market. Communication does not erase culture. It often sustains it. When traditional art, music, clothes, or festival gain global demand, communication gain incomes and incentives to preserve them. Economic value, when economic values can protect traditional rather than destroying them. What has value survived? What is another disappearance? Honorable judges, my opponents, they refuse colonization and part global system harm African society. This is a historical forcefully colonization was forced determination. Globalization today is valuable and presentation. You cannot equate part in comparison with modern global creativity. One with conclusion is another in interaction. Colonization imposed culture. Globalization connect culture. Two, for the last argument concerning my opponents, they argue global time.
It's time, Qingdao, it's time. Thank you to the second speaker of Qingdao. It's time. The speaker of city.
Okay. Shall we begin? Okay. Honorable judges, respected opponent, distinguished audience, to my unique member, I greet each and every one of you. As a second speaker, my name is Harris Mbodo from the council side. My responsibility is to challenge the argument presented by the pro team and elaborate that globalization has done more to erase cultural identity than to preserve it. I present my rebuttal using real cultural experience from Liberia and across Africa, where globalization has generally weakens tradition, values, and identity. Now, allow me to begin with a storytelling. Imagine you being with a grandmother, and then she come up with a story telling you that during those days, your great-grandfather went to the poorer society and then came out as a man. He learned how to hunt, protect his family, and then become a provider. Meanwhile, she also told you the story that she went there she learned the implementation of motherhood, preparation of cultural identity, and then she came back and she was a fooded woman. Now let's come back to our Liberian setting. Today, many of us demonize our own culture, which is the Sunny and the Poor Society. How many of us on this platform can tell us that you have been to the Sunny and Poor Society? Either you have demonized it or said something that is not even meant to be said outside. Now let's go to our villages. How many of us go back to our villages to visit our aunties and uncles? You are afraid they're going to bewitch you. You don't even want to learn your tradition. You don't even want to learn your culture. And this is what we are here to point out these things. Now, however, globalization has slowly pushed this institution aside. Western education systems now dominate learning. And why education is important, we will tell you this. They really teaches indigenous cultural values. And this is our point, our opponent team. We want you guys to understand that these were not just tradition. These were indigenous education systems that shape strong community and preserve cultural identity for generations. But today, that same boy I was talking about grew up in a world where those languages are slowly disappearing day by day, not through war, not through natural disaster, but through the silent and powerful forces of globalization. Now, let's come to the effect of the clothing. The effect of food. in our Liberian sector, in our government entity. You see, our government officials are probably wearing suit, which is the global star. They are probably eating, going to fast-food restaurant and eating Western food, forgetting about their own toboggi. I bet you if you go to a restaurant and call a fast-food restaurant and say, I want to eat toboggi, you won't find toboggi. You will find the Western food there. And these are things that we are pointing out. Now, let's come down to the issue of marriages. Before, traditional marriage was the real marriage, where people can sit down and discuss. But today, these things are no longer valued. People believe in the Western style of marriage before they can say they are married. And that is our point, panel of judges, we are pointing out here. Now, let's come to the effect of what the global war have imposed on us, which is gay or LGBT. Before, if someone knows you as gay, you have brought disgrace to your family, not only your family, but you have brought disgrace to the entire country and the village. But today, people found proud in discussing these things and accepting these things, even in churches. Now, let's come down to one of the most important things here, which is the languages. By right, we should be using Palekisi. But today, we are on this platform using English. It's through the effect of globalization, panel of judges and distinguished audience. It's through the effect of globalization. Even if we make mistake, our judges is going to grade us based on our grammatic error. And we are pointing these things out so each and every one of you can understand. Now, let's calm down. We want you guys to understand when language disappears, culture and history disappear with it. The protein claims that globalization promotes culture exchange and culture preservation. However, the African Express showed that globalization often promotes culture replacement instead of culture preservation. As that being said, panel of judges, for these reasons, globalization has done more to erase culture identity than to preserve it. And we are firm on that point. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you to the second speaker of Beijing. Thank you for that elucidation. We now proceed to the intellectual clash between the intellectual gladiators. That is the cross-examination for the second speakers. And that will be for 6 minutes. So we can now begin. This time we begin with the Beijing. Beijing, you can ask the first question to Qingdao, the second speakers only.
My question to this, okay, should I start?
Are you there,
Yeah,
Beijing?
I'm here.
Yeah, just a
minute, please.
Yeah, on a go 0-0 to that area. Yeah, 0-0. Okay.
Okay, you can proceed. Thank you.
To my opponent team, if globalization truly preserve culture and identity, can you explain why thousands of indigenous languages around the world currently are in danger?
Qingdao, can you answer the question, please? Second speaker, Qingdao, can you answer the question, please?
I'm not getting the question, okay, please.
Should I repeat, panel of judges?
Yes.
Please pay attention. The question, we don't have the luxury of time, so please pay attention as the questions will be asked. Please, this is the last time. Go ahead, Beijing.
Okay, my question to my opponent team. If globalization truly preserve cultural identity, can you explain why thousands of indigenous languages around the world are currently in danger?
Can you answer the question, Qingdao?
Right, Judge. I don't have question. No, I don't have answer to that question.
Okay. First question for Beijing. Now, Qingdao, you can ask the first question to Beijing, please. 30 seconds.
Okay.
Qingdao, you can proceed.
Okay. Okay. Can you prove that exposed? Can you prove that exposed to other culture automatically cause a culture to disappear?
Now, okay.
Beijing, can you answer the question? Fine.
Now, my opponent thing, we have proven it. We have explained to you, for example, what is happening in Liberia with our Poro and Sunday society. That thing is gradually disappearing. These are proof. The Western world are imposing on us. They are spending more money. We are even discussing our sacred business all over the place. That is proof. So for your answer, that is all proof. Thank you.
Thank you. Beijing, can you ask a second question to Qingdao, please?
My second question is simple. Do you believe that seeing is practicing or preservation? You spoke about social media, right? Do you believe that seeing is practicing and preservation?
No.
Okay. He answered my question already, Georges. He said no.
No, that was the second question from Beijing. Go Qingdao. Qingdao, can you ask a second question to Beijing?
Yeah.
Is that a follow-up question, Beijing?
That was the second question that I gave, and he answered.
Yeah, he said no. So he's going to ask you your second question, please.
Now it's
Go
Qingdao.
ahead, Qingdao. You can ask Beijing your second question.
Okay, I want to ask.
Qingdao,
If globalization. Okay, thank you. If globalization is pure Western domination, how do you explain the global popularity of non-Western music, food, and fashion and film?
So apparently today, our opponent, they are not understanding these prepositions, and they are just putting on a basis and giving on more points. Now we are telling you, the Western world have influenced our culture, and it's erasing day by day. These are the points that we are pointing out. The Western world have influenced our culture through so many means, like gay and many other more that I can name here. But thank you.
Okay, Beijing, can you ask a final question to Qingdao?
My final question to Qingdao.
Final question.
Do you believe that simply showcasing culture globally is the same as community activities practicing and preserving rather?
No.
Okay. My question has been answered. Panel of judges.
No. Okay, Qingdao, if that is the answer, can you ask your last question to Beijing, please?
Okay. Okay, I want to ask, are you aware that digital platforms now document and teach in digital language globally?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
We knew you guys could come with the whole entire social media and digital platform. That's why we came prepared to present the facts. We want you guys to understand seeing is not practicing and preserving. That's what we want you guys to understand. Just because people are seeing it, it does not mean it's being preserved. Do you understand? So seeing is not being practiced or preserving. So that is my answer to that question. Thank you.
Thank you, both teams, for the second cross-examination. We have now come to the end of the second part of this debate. We proceed with the third portion of the debate, and I urge all teams to check your network thoroughly as we proceed. So both cities, City A. Qingdao, you can proceed with your summary speech, please. Qingdao, are you there?
I'm there. Judges, today we have
You can proceed. Your 5 minutes begins now.
Judges, today we have explored the profound relationship between globalization and cultural identity. And the core conclusions we draw is clear. Globalization has done far more to preserve culture, identity, than to erase it. Globalization is not a threat to cultural identity, but a catalyst for its survival and prosperity. Judges, it connects the world, amplifies local voice, and ensure that every unique culture can thrive in the goal area. Let us embrace the positive force and continue to use globalization as a budget to protect, inherit, and celebrate the territory of human culture identity. My judges, furthermore, globalization has awakened a stronger sense of cultural self-awareness as people encounter diverse culture worldwide. They become more eager to cherish, inherit, and showcase their own unique traditions. Judges, this cultural confidence drive community actively protect their customs, language, and values, forming a virtuous circle of cultural preservation. My judges, instead of erasing difference, globalization has enriched the diversity word culture, making cultural identity more distinct and resilient. Judges, thank you.
Thank you to the first speaker, the summary speech from the first speaker of Qingdao City. We now turn the pendulum over to the first speaker for his summary speech. That is from Beijing City.
Thank you very much. We are ready. Mr. President, my esteemed judges, distinguished colleagues, listeners, why did we bring Qingdao here? Okay, for the purpose of the debate, permit me to take you a little back. Throughout the debate, we have demonstrated using remarkable contributions of different scholars to support our claim. For now, let's talk our daily life. In many African cities today, a child may name American rappers and footballers across the world before even knew one traditional storyteller in his or her town. A village where proverbs once shaped moral reasoning, TikTok trends now shape aspirations. This is not preservation, though. It is performance for economic benefits. In Africa, traditional attire are always used, as indicated by the previous speaker. Because our traditional attire are not meant for, offices. So we use it for traditional weddings. Independence Day. So we say costume day in school. We take our traditional wedding and close there. Those are places we can display our culture. They are not live. They are not lived. They are not our daily interactions and activities. Western fashion dominates daily life, of course. When grandpa and grandma in our country are speaking indigenous languages, our children respond in English and French. Local cuisines, you are aware, all of us know that local cuisines are now replaced by fast food. Indigenous governance are dismissed as informal, while Western administrative models institutionalized. Let us move to in Asia a little bit, but more specifically, China. China is one of the strongest civilizations in human history, with over 5,000 years of cultural continuity. Confucianism, ancestral reference, calligraphy, collective identity, these are all strong traditions. Yet, globalization reshaped everyday life too here. Going to Shanghai, you will see the difference. You see luxury brands, being placed everywhere instead of traditional craft markets. Let me remind you again, as African and Liberians, those of you who think that globalization has not impacted us, you're creating more harm. You're bringing memories back, memories of slavery back. You see what's happening right now in Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso are now telling French to go because they feel tired, because they are victims of globalization. And that's why UNESCO, Ngugi Wachiango from Nigeria told you, he said, language is a strong reminder of tradition and memory. And you also forget to note that UNESCO report is, you have to read UNESCO report, guys, to understand. Having said all of these good things, we believe that globalization has done more harm to ordinary cultures. And that's why the distinction is made between we have the core culture and the peripheral culture. The peripheral are the ones that are hanging on the core culture. And these things have permeated in our culture to the extent we no longer have control over them. We are told globalization preserve culture because we can now upload our dances on Instagram and Facebook as well as TikTok. But uploading dances is not the same as living the philosophy behind it. Visibility without continuity is not survival. My distinguished judges, culture is not merely consumed. It is a worldview. It is now that we relate what is real and accept the reality that globalization has affected us from the beginning to the present time. Having said that, I'm encouraging you to vote against this proposition and the guys who are saying yes to it because it is established. We have convincingly convinced you that globalization has harmed our culture, the Liberian culture, as a matter of fact. And I'm speaking to you, the guys who are speaking to us are speaking in English. They're not speaking Pele, they're not speaking Bandi. And they are equally victims of globalization. They are victims. I want to respectfully submit. Thank you so kindly.
Thank you for the first speaker for this summary speech. We now go to grand cross examination, and that will be done by all players. And we have 8 minutes timing to complete the grand cross examination. So we can begin. The speakers from Qingdao City, you can ask your first question to the speakers from Beijing.
Okay, my opponent team. How do you explain the global revival of traditional arts music through digital platform? Can you please clearly explain that?
So, okay, let me come in. This is what we are trying to tell you. Just because people are seeing these things, it does not mean it have been preserved today. Just because it's going global, people are seeing it, it does not mean it have been preserved. We keep on indicating these things so you guys can understand. Seeing is not preservation. Our tradition is being erased. Our culture is being erased. Do you understand? It's clear, my brothers and sisters. It's clear. You see the logic in it. Thank you.
Follow up?
Time. Okay. Beijing, the Beijing, the debaters from Beijing, you can ask your first question to the debaters from Qingdao City. Beijing, can you ask the first question?
Okay.
Hello?
Qingdao. Mr. Noah, can I go first? Qingdao,
Okay.
do you agree that globalization encourages tourism and global market to profit from cultural traditions? Do you agree that? Do you agree with that?
No.
Oh. So if that is your answer, you can ask the second question to Beijing, please.
My second question, can you clearly define what you mean
Qingdao,
by...
can you ask the second question to Beijing?
Yeah, I'm talking. Can you clearly define what you mean by cultural evasion?
Okay.
Beijing, can you answer the
Can
question,
we clearly
please?
define? We are telling you that this is the definition. Let me put it in a simple terms, right? Where when a global influence comes, what we used to do in our villages, we no longer do it, but instead we turn our back on it. I put it in colloquial so you can understand, because we are Liberians. That is culture erased. That is your culture being erased because you prioritize the Western style of doing things. Thank you.
Thank you, Beijing. You can ask your second question to Qingdao, please.
Mr. Noah, you can go ahead with your question.
Right, thank you. Qingdao, please listen. Does global dominance in Nollywood, Netflix, McDonald's, and KFC represent preservation of local culture or replacement?
No.
If your answer is only no, can you ask your third question to Beijing, please?
Okay, I want to ask a question. Or
go ahead.
Has culture ever remained static at the point in history?
Hello? You need to stop asking this kind of question. The conversation here does not border on cultural movement, cultural not remaining, cultural remaining. We're saying preservation. Globalization has impacted culture negatively. It has not preserved culture. So if you rephrase the question in a much appropriate way, we'll be able to understand it. But from what, thank you.
Debater, time. It's time, please. Hello, debater Noah. You have to respond to the question as the question is asked. Thank you. You can ask the third question, please, Beijing. You can ask your third question, please. Debaters from Beijing, you can ask the third question to the debaters from Qingdao City.
Can I go?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so how can peripheral cultures preserve authenticity when global narratives are economically controlled by the core?
Say that again.
How can peripheral cultures preserve authenticity when global narratives are economically controlled by the core culture?
Qingdao, can you answer the question, please?
No.
That was a how question. Your answer is no. If your answer is no to the how question, then you can proceed with your fourth question, please.
My fourth question here is, if globalization has done more to preserve, if you say that you don't agree with the motion that states that globalization has done more to preserve than to erase cultural identity, then why do we have access to quality educations in China? That's my question.
Okay, can I answer?
Jane, you can answer the fourth question from. Oh, go ahead.
To our distinguished opponent from Qingdao, we want you to understand, we are not telling you that education is not important. That's not what we said. And you are misleading, you are missing this whole entire preposition. Has culture been preserved? This is our point. And the answer is culture is getting erased day by day. So we want you guys to understand from that simple perspective. Culture has not been preserved. It has been erased day by day. Thank you.
Thank you. Jane, can you ask the final question to Qingdao City?
Yeah, Qingdao, do you agree that globalization, when cultural traditions are changed to attract tourists, to international buyers, do they actually maintain their original culture meaning?
Yes, I agree with that. They actually maintain their original culture because it helped them to trade and increase demands of traditional clothes and craft.
Okay, is that your final answer? Okay,
Yes.
now we have completed. We have completed the portion on the Grand Cross examination. We are going to the final stage of this debate, and we want to appreciate our audience for your time, for having us, and we hope that you are having a good time, and we look forward to a very good ending of this match. Let's proceed to the final stage of the debate, which is the final focus speech, and that will be done by the second speakers. That each speaker is given 5 minutes to give his or her final focus speech. We begin with City A, Qingdao City. Your second speaker can give his final focus speech now. 5 minutes begins. Qingdao, are you?
Yes, I'm here. Okay. Honorable
Go ahead.
judges, okay. Honorable, can I speak now?
Of course.
Okay. Honorable judges, respected opponents, and audience, throughout the debate, one central question has guided us: has globalization done more to preserve culture than to erase it? The opposition focused on fear of change, fear of influence, fear of interaction, but fear is not proven. We show evidence. We show that globalization document indigenous language, share traditional cross-border, give cultural global recognition. We provide that cultural exchange does not destroy identity. Age 28, a culture that sees value and share is far more likely to survive than one that is absolutely and annulled. The opponent tried to reduce culture to food, clothing, and ceremony, but culture is far more than that. Culture is language, memory, pride, and collective identity. And today, globalization is helping protect all of these through technology, education, and global awareness. Judges, culture has always changed throughout history. Change is not loss. Adaptation is not destroyed. In fact, the ability to adapt is actually what allows culture to live on. So when we weigh both sides, the answer is clear. The opposition show responsibility is of harm. We show that we are mechanism of preservation. And in the debate, possibility cannot defeat proof. Panel judges, globalization does not erase culture. It carries it across border, across generation, and into futures. For this reason, we firmly affirm that motion globalization does not erase culture. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kings, are you there? If not, Honorable Aaron, you can take charge.
Please. Okay. Both judges, are you getting me?
You are breaking in.
Beijing.
Okay. Sure, start. Okay, honorable judges, my
Go
respected
ahead,
opponent,
second speaker.
to my distinguished teammate. I want you guys to understand throughout this debate, our opposing team have agreed with us through our questions, through the questions and answer session. Many of the times, questions that I ask were agreed upon by our opponent team. So there is no need to procrastinate much time. Let me go to a point. Has globalization truly preserved cultural identity, or has it slowly erased it? It's clear. Through this debate, we have presented sophisticated point to clear each and every one of you guys' doubt. From our local setting, which is the poorer and the sunny society. Today, have been marginalized. Today, many of us do not feel proud to associate ourselves with the sunny and poorer society. And this is the point that we are indicating, so each and every one of you guys to understand this is not just about debate, but it's about something that is relating to us. And now let's go to the languages. How many of us feel proud speaking our mother language or our father language? That me, I'm Loma. My father is a Loma. My mother is Kisi. Bale. But I'm a victim also. But in the Western world impose things on us. How many of us wear our traditional clothing? How many of us love to eat our traditional food in a fast-star restaurant? These are things that we are indicating. Of recent, we heard that the House of Senate mandate all senators that they should wear a traditional attire on Thursday. Shouldn't we feel proud to wear our attire every day from Monday to Friday as a working clothes? But instead, we feel proud wearing suit and tie. We feel proud wearing Versace because we see them as superior. Panel of judges, to my distinguished opponent, it's clear. But one thing I'll leave you with today. I'll leave you with some thoughts. If a child grows up unable to speak the language of his ancestors, it is a problem. And if a community forgets tradition that once guide them or guide its value, it is also a problem. If nation loses their cultural symbols that define their identity, it's also a problem. As that being said, globalization has not preserved culture, but instead it has replaced it. For these reasons, to my unique teammate, the panel of judges, my team and I firmly stand and says that globalization has done more to erase culture and identity than to preserve it. There's no need to waste you guys' time here. Our opponent team have already agreed with us on this. Through their presentation, through their expose, you can clearly see that they do not even know how to defend the preposition. So we don't want you to feel guilty. We want you to join us in this fight. This debate is not just a debate, but it's a debate to make each and every one of you guys to understand. Thank you.
Thank you to the second speaker for his final focus speech from Beijing. So, our distinguished audience, you listen keenly to our two teams presenting their manifesto on the topic under discussion. Before we can come up with our final ruling, we will now call on the national president to launch the pool for votes by the audience. Mr. President, you are welcome.
All right, thank you so much, and thanks to all the debaters and to every other person following since 7 o'clock today. On repeatment, you can start. Okay, I'll just do it from here. Yeah, so thank you all. I'm going to launch the pool now. So please stay close to your phone. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let's vote for our debaters. We're going to end this pool by 10:31 in the next 3 minutes. We'll use 3 minutes so that our judges can finalize things from their end. Keep it coming in. All right, so there's the last game for today. The scores are coming in. Best performing team, we have Qingdao right now getting 6/19 of the 19% that voted for their session. Beijing getting 13 votes. Qingdao having 6 as of now. Hey, Beijing getting well. Best argument presented for the Con team. Mark is receiving 13 votes as of now, and Harris is getting 11. And then for the pro team, Everett get 12 votes, and Greenfield has 7 votes. So if everything stands like this in the next 1 minute, then Mark will be the MVP for today. He has 14, Everett has 12, and then Harris has 12. So Harris and Everett, they are equal, and Mark is stopping them 2 votes. All right, we have a few seconds to go. Okay, Mark just getting social distance, 1:50. All right, so we have just a few seconds to go. And for the best performing team, Beijing has 20 votes, Qingdao has 7. Okay, so it's already 10:31 here at my time. So I'm going to end this pool. All right. Pool has ended, and also going to share my screen with all of you so that you can see it. And while we also give our judges some time to come in. All right, that should pop up on your screen for you to see the result. Thank you all for being here. The judges are going to read the final score to know which team actually won the debate. But as it stands, honorable judges, please give Beijing 3 points and give Qingdao 2 points for the audience vote. Qingdao got 7 votes, Beijing got 20 votes. And today the MVP is Mark Noah from Beijing. He's our MVP for today. So Harris got 12 votes, 3 votes difference. And Everett also got 12 votes. And then Greenfield got 7. So the more MVPs, if they play again and Mark get another MVP for the quarterfinal and Beijing go for the semifinal, you keep getting MVP, or Harris come and overtake him, then the most MVP will take the overall MVP of the tournament. And that person is going to get a reward at the honors conference as well. Honorable judges, once you are ready, your final score is in, just let me know. I'll stop and allow you to make the pronouncement. Yeah, Honorable Kingston.
Mr. President, can you get me?
You are coming.
Can you get me, Mr. President?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you get me? Okay, how many points does Beijing have?
3 points to the audience vote area. You just put 3 for Beijing, and then Qingdao.
Then what about
Qingdao got 2. Audience vote Qingdao 2, Beijing 3.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So while we prepare our final score, can we take 1 or 2 comments from the audience? One, a female and a male from the audience on your reaction to the debate, and what are some recommendations you can make to future debaters? Honorable President, can you get me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I will take care of that while you're focusing on the score sheet and verifying with the judges. Please raise your hand if you want to give any comment. Raise your hand and we'll recognize you. We're just going to take just few so that we can make the pronouncement for the overall winner of this day. I see no hand is raised. Until we see, then we'll recognize you. Okay, the hand of Gaje Emmanuel Jr., City President of Wuhan. Honorable, you can unmute yourself and come in with your comment. Honorable Gaje?
Yes, President. Am I clear now?
Yes, we can hear you. You can come in.
All right. Firstly, I would love to use this opportunity to say thank you to the leadership and thank you, Honorable President. We cannot speak harder than this, but you guys are earnestly doing well. Thank you to the judges, and most especially, I would love to appreciate our colleagues who took the bull by the horn by stepping forward. So just before going forward, I would love to say, during the game, there may be comments to those players. I urge you to not mind those comments. That's the game, and these are tactics meant to distract you. All right, doesn't mean that you are not good. by the fact that you can step forward to unveil your face on this platform to say something, you are automatically good. All right. All right. So the Honorable President and to our judges, you guys are doing well. It's going to take time. We understand time management. Sometimes the players went above the time, but like they complain, sometimes the network gives problem. It is not habitually done or intentionally, but sometimes it happens. And thank you for your patience. And thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Gaje. Honorable judges, are you ready for the pronouncement?
So, can you get me, Mr. President?
Yeah, I think when you speak more, then the voice will get better. You can keep going ahead.
Hello, Mr. President, can you get me?
Yes, yes. Keep speaking, it'll get better.
Okay, so before we pronounce the before we pronounce the result, let's turn over to our two co-judges for remarks before I can give the overall result.
Good evening. Can I be heard? Good evening. Good evening. Can I be heard?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Again, I'm Honorable Louise Antoinette Williams. I would like to say congratulations to the both team. You did your best, and I hope that whatever you have done, you have realized your mistakes, and I hope that you will forge ahead with whatever you have done here today. For my facts finding when it comes to the debates for tonight, uh, what I noticed, is that the both team they demonstrated a strong structure, but their deliberation was weak. Yeah, like you see someone trying to read from their computer, they were not really putting forth the argument. And my second point has to do with the team. They failed to manage the time effectively, and they did not adequately uh, address the question posed when it comes to the crossfire. Yes, that's what I noticed. And for my last point, I noticed that both teams they struggle with the deliberation on the topic and failing to robustly challenge each other points as expected. So the way in which they should have like really challenge each other, I didn't like feel that expectation. So I'm encouraging us all to please listen to these points and take them into consideration and work harder next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honor Louis. Honor Pittman, do you have a final comment for the debaters?
All right, thank you, our head judge. Just like what the other judge said, just want to add up to that. So during the debate, few things I actually encounter. One could be from the starting of the debate, right? Because me too, I was part of a debating team. So I saw our other team actually make a very significant research by laying the foundation, because in the debate section, there where you grab the reader's attention, the foundation of the topic, then you go ahead, giving more fight example about the topic. But to be more better next time, it would be good if we can find more research. And it's like if you do your research, you don't need to come and read again. Just put key points down and just answer, maybe just tell us what you think about the topic. So that way it become more easier for you instead of finding it difficult to pronounce or, few words, you already make yourself familiar with what you are going to say. And one thing I noticed too during the debate section, the other team probably you'll be asking your friend why you here, you shouldn't be asking this question. Actually, you shouldn't say that, right? It can even cost you a point in real debating. So you just answer the question instead of you saying why you're asking this question, why you're here. We know sometimes you try to do this as a tactic to intimidate your opponent, but it's not good in debating. Yeah, so maybe next time if we're debating, they got a civilized way to do it, not like you saying it that way. Yeah, so overall, I want to say bravo to the two teams. Maybe we can do more in the research area when we are given topic. We can dip deeper, and you don't have to read actually, just 4 or 5 lines. Imagine you got 5 minutes, just keep 10 lines in your head, and you can be able to elaborate effectively. So thank you, and I hope we can be able to build on this kind of skill so that we can improve for the debate or the games ahead. Thank you. Kingsville?
Hello?
Yes, come.
Can you get me?
Yes.
Okay, let me appreciate both teams for taking off your time by accepting the challenge to come today and the resources, the effort you made to make yourselves available for the debate today. Because of my network, I will go strictly to announcing the results. Can you get me, Mr. President?
Yes.
Okay, so we will go to the judge total scores for the pro team. That is Qingdao. So Judge 1 gave a total of 164 points to the pro team. Judge 2, a total of 171 points. Judge 3, a total of 167 points to the pro team. And the audience vote for the pro team is 2. Then we go to the coin team, that is Beijing. Judge 1 gave a total of 193 points. Judge 2 gave a total of 184 points. And Judge 3 gave a total of 191 points. From the audience, we have 3 points for Beijing. Having said that, we have the total vote. The pro team
Kingsville, you're coming in a little bit distorted. Kingsville. Can you say that again? We're not hearing you actually.
Okay. Did you get the last part?
No, maybe you can just start from the audience score.
Okay, I begin from the audience score. For the audience score, the pro team has a total of 2 votes, and the coin team has a total of 3 votes. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, and for the total votes, the total points today, we have the pro team with a total points of 504, and the coin team, which is Beijing, has a total point of 571. By virtue of the authority vested in me along with my co-judges, we now declare the coin team, which is Beijing municipality, as the winner of this all-potent match. Thank you very much to our dearest audience for your time and attention, and we look forward to seeing you soon again. And thanks to my co-judges, and thanks to all of the debaters. At this juncture, we would like to kindly invite the AAC or the NEC to take over. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all so much, especially our judges. Great job. And the debaters, thank you so much for honoring this program. And to all of the scholars, fans, supporters, you stay here since 7 o'clock today. Thank you all so much for following.
We have ended stage 1 of the debate, and there will be round 2. And at the end of the day, we have 10 cities participating this time. So after the second games of each city, 2 cities will drop. That is the least 2 on the table will drop. And we have 8 cities going into the quarterfinals. So the fixture and everything has been sent out for the second stage. That is the game 2. So they already know who they should be playing. They already know their topics and their positions. So we hope that you guys will prepare in advance and give us a wonderful second phase. At that moment, we expect more because we have already experienced the first phase of the game. You already saw how things, had to be done, and probably what to expect from judges, from audience, and from every other person. So we expect more of you on the next stage of the game. And for semifinals, for quarterfinals fixture, we'll call you guys for a meeting in the coming days to let you know how the positioning and everything will be like. So thank you all so much. For the record's sake, in an event where the head judge was reading the very last judge score and you didn't get it clearly, he said for the pro team, Judge 1 voted 164 points. For the pro team, Judge 2, 171 points. Judge 3, 167. And for the corn team, which is Beijing, first judge, Judge 1, 193 points. Judge 2, 184 points. Judge 3, 191 points. Judge 1 margin between both teams is 29. Judge 2 margin is 13. And Judge 3 margin is 24. So all of the judges voted in favor of the corn team, which is Beijing. And excluding the audience vote, the pro team got 502, and the corn team, Beijing, got 568. So when we add the audience vote of 3 and 2, the pro team total point is 504, and the corn team total point is 571. So thank you all so much, and we call it a day. Thank you.